Hello, everybody, and welcome into episode. Let me check my notes here. 24 of True Realms. I believe we're still in True Realms, which is pretty great. Longest running session of this group so far. Look at us go. This longest running session of this group is sponsored by Martin Mancini. Again, look at us go.
Is this the longest running one? I feel like we've had longer runnings.
No, this is about equal, but
No, Leviathan was like a year and a half, wasn't it?
no.
I think you're thinking of Leviathan 2.
It got cut in half really quick. That's right.
No session that we've ever played has ever made it close to a year.
Mine did.
Yours did, yeah.
Mine got to a year, and you'll be happy to know that I think my next one's going to way surpass a year.
I don't think yours hit a year, Trucker.
Yes, it did.
Did it?
It did.
I don't know. I don't got
We started in February and we ended in March. That's a year. Dude.
Yeah, everybody here is feeling the effects of the impending doom of daylight savings time, so the next few sessions we are going to try our best with our energy, but boy howdy, trying is the very active word in this sentence, because holy hell, I am exhausted.
Considering the last 2 days, I've been falling asleep at 3 in the afternoon and waking up at 2 in the morning. Yeah, it's been hard.
You know what it is? It's Lars Ulrich cursed us.
I can't blame the mediocre mid-tier drummer for Metallica for all the woes in my life.
I can blame D-tier drummers for all of my woes all I want, because I am a champion, and a champion always blames other people before they even consider that it might be them that's the problem.
Okay, Dad, how you doing?
Now.
Anyways, how's everyone doing?
Good enough. You?
If the current best living drummer were to tap an IV with nothing but just adrenaline into my veins and then do syncopated rhythms on it, that would be great. I need the energy.
Well, we have a question for the day, but as it's only us 4, I don't know if I should ask it.
Do it anyway, because the others will flood in soon enough. I've also got to do the Top Gear style recap. Oh, I forgot to put up the disclaimer on the screen. Hold on. Boop, there it is.
Okay.
It's very easy.
So, we've got a question from Thunder, our wonderful and only
consistent
commenting fan.
Our comment king, so to speak.
Queen.
Oh, comment.
Yeah. Thunder is a girl, I think. They said they want to date Mare, so yeah. But they'll have to fight his girlfriend for that. Anyways, their question was, is there any NPC that the player's character do not trust or hate? Mine specifically is Alice. Mayor can explain why if he wants to. Mayor, you've already explained it to us out of session, so I don't think it really matters for you to explain it in session. But I'll give you boys a couple minutes to think about it, and then I'll call on you in a few minutes.
I don't need to think about it.
Okay, Mayor, what's your answer?
John.
I think that's pretty self-explanatory, but would you explain why?
Because, how do I say this in YouTube-friendly terms? He is a filthy mind thief and should be crucified.
I mean, crucifixion is in this world. It's just tying someone up to something and leaving them there to die. That's all crucifixion is. Sheep, you got one that your character doesn't trust or doesn't like?
To be honest, Dazzle Booper hasn't had that kind of interaction with someone yet, so.
Alrighty. Trucker, you've got a new character, so I guess let's ask the old. Well, is there anybody Dr. Tremaine didn't like or didn't trust or hated?
I'd probably have to say he tolerated Zagler. He didn't know him well enough to trust him or not trust him.
That's fair enough. He's just a businessman.
Tremaine was more of a, it's kind of a person anyway. So
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, look at who he was. I don't even think courting would be the right word.
I mean, you don't know if you and I never talked about it, so you don't know if you got to all three bases with it.
Look, courting doesn't have to involve bow chicka wow wow.
I know.
Courting can just be, hey, I like you. Well, that's great. I like you too.
Want to go blow up Mars?
Or little red circle dot blushy things held up with sticks
They
and
can't-
eyebrows.
They can't do facial features. I don't know what you wanted from me.
Out of game, I don't trust Midnight worth a damn.
Good.
I mean,
I'll sow the seeds of chaos.
to be honest, like, I've the most To be honest, I genuinely have yet to see any of the red flags that you claim Midnight's throwing about. Then again, I am notorious for not noticing red flags.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Hey, if you're colorblind, all red flags are green flags, baby.
What's that? What's
not.
that? All red flags look pretty good under rose glasses or something.
I have a better way of putting it. Not every red flag looks like, a flag in a certain country's political parades.
Look, sometimes those flags look like rose petals, and you all want the rose. But, ladies and gentlemen, Crow will not be with us tonight, as he will be in jail for the rest of the next day and a half. He will not be out until basically the morning of the ball. So, yeah, I told him he could take the day off if he wanted, and he's decided to. Something important came up, I think is what he's telling me.
Do you want me to do our Top Gear style recap real quick?
I mean, yeah, we've got 12 minutes, but go ahead.
Let me search for it. Who is this? Who
Oh,
just joined?
Before you do your Top Gear thing, Mark. Mark? Hello. The question of the day is simple. Is there any NPC that Engelram does not like, or just doesn't trust, or anything like that?
Let's see. I have to go to my notes.
Smart.
Whoever killed me.
I mean, yes.
I can't wait for you guys to figure that one out.
Yes, 100% that.
Dad's a booper, okay.
Right.
That's mean.
What? I'm just confused.
To
Don't
be honest,
don't
it's
do
not
that.
it's not that he doesn't trust. It's more I'd say it's probably a little bit of Zagler because of how he's kind of brought up Salis, the little girl.
The way he plays it as like the
the way she is all about profit and not about, you know, what he would think that she should be about.
That's fair. Zagler was never designed to be the person that you guys fall in love with. He's what he is, and if you like him, you like him. If you trust him, you trust him.
I mean, I trust him. It's just that Salis isn't a little girl. She's more of his secondary salesperson,
Yeah,
or
it's like a very
His muscle.
short adult secretary.
like door-to-door salesperson. Like, hey, you know, I'll keep knocking on the door until you buy it.
Yeah.
She also kind of doubles as his muscle.
That too.
I mean, let's see. She's got the venom dagger. She's got the infection. She's got that spider corruption stuff. She's got the scorpion stiletto dagger. She's got the vials of poison. She's got the 2 vials of the drug. Yeah, she's more
By
like
the
a
way,
drug.
I still have a cookie she gave me, and I don't even know if that does anything.
I think
No, it's just a regular cookie.
I think
Okay,
Vincent's here now, so we can get him out of the way before I do the recap.
Chaos, are you here?
Yeah, I'm here. Sorry, I was eating pizza.
That's fine.
Wait, what kind of pizza?
Pepperoni.
Good choice.
What kind of dish?
Put ranch on it.
Right. No. Ew, gross.
Wrecker, keep
Purple
the
pepper.
heresy on, please.
Join me over here on the table who can't stand people that do that.
You only put
Oh, you
ranch
hate me
on
then.
bad pizza.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
It's for bad pizza. It's not for good pizza.
Anyways, Chaos. It was a deep dish, thin crust, regular, hand toss.
Rising crust.
Okay, good. So, the question today has been, is there an NPC that your character does not like or does not trust or just flat out hates?
Yeah.
I'd say right now, in terms of individuals who Vincent isn't exactly trusting at the moment, I'd say he's not trusting Zagler the most because of just how
Yeah, there seems to be
like,
a lot
too
of
much
that
of a-
going on.
he's seen
Yeah,
stuff as too much of a numbers game.
I trust him. It's
I'm
just
the only one who just loves Sagler for him.
Now
Alright.
see, because you
Zag-
said that, now I gotta ask a question. Pineapple on pizza, yes or no?
No.
Ultimately, no, but it's really not that bad.
I
I
tried it
think
once when I was
people-
stoned.
I think people hate on pineapple on pizza for the same reason they hate on Nickelback. It's trendy to do it.
There's only one reason I don't like it, and it's because you have this fresh slice of hot pizza, right? And obviously they put the pineapple on before they cooked it, because that's how you'd normally do it. So when you bite into this pizza, you have a slightly drier piece of pineapple, but it's still cold. It is ice cold, like it came right out of the fridge, and you're eating this hot pizza. It throws everything off just a
That's-
little bit.
That's because typically they actually don't put the pineapple on the pizza before they cook it.
Oh, that's just dumb.
It goes on after.
That's dumb.
Hey, it's not pizza talk. That's not for another 3 sessions, okay?
Alright,
That's the 5th one down on the book list.
Am I
We'll get to
doing?
that.
Am I doing the recap now?
Yes, please.
All right. In last week's episode, Vincent gets a rematch. Crow climbs the mountain. Dazzle Booper ends up in an awkward social situation, and Gelram visits the jailhouse. Deimos has family problems, and Hoax lays down the law. Tune in now to find out what happens in this session.
If you all remember what happened last session, Vincent gets a little left behind, maybe drifts off or just stops paying attention for a few seconds. So he hears a very, very familiar voice from an old woman who forms flickers for a couple of seconds to show him the familiar face of Zachary. As this woman beckons him to follow her. Vincent, you follow her towards an alleyway. And once you arrive, you have your back facing out towards the street, while this one is walking a little bit deeper into the alley. And they will turn to you, though still the voice of Zagla, but still looking like this old lady. Vincent.
Zagler.
It has come to my attention that you were thinking about leaving the employment.
That depends. Have you kept true to your word and kept her safe? Or have you sold her off the moment it pleased you?
Before I answer that, I have a simple question. You be honest with me with this question, I'll be truthful, 100% truthful with you.
Honesty begets honesty.
If you had to kill her to save the rest of the world, would you do it?
What is the meaning of this?
You
What are
answer
you
my
getting
question,
at?
please?
Why are you asking me this?
Answer my question with a yes or no, and I shall give you all the answers you wish.
I don't know. Maybe my hand will switch away at the last moment. Maybe it won't. I don't know for sure. That's what I want to find out with her before I make any decisions like that.
You see this person take a deep sigh. I figured. Love is rather tricky. You asked if I sold her. No, I did not sell her. I am not so cruel as to sell another person's life like that. Contrary to popular belief, I'm not heartless. Although I do put a good act on when needed.
Got a funny way of making people believe it.
Well, when they believe you'll do anything for a buck, they're less likely to mess with you or your family. Though you anger the wrong person, they stop caring. It's your personality. That's where if I have the scale, I do not. There are some very sticky-fingered individuals in this town who've acquired said scale off of me.
What?
You heard what I said.
Who?
I don't know.
Do you
All
at
I
least
know
have
is it was a rat. When I say rat, I mean figuratively. And very, very literally.
Ratkin?
Yes. They work with the Thieves Guild here, from what I've been informed.
Oh,
Apparently,
great.
there's a bounty on all of our heads.
And they think they can collect.
Well, probably. From what I've heard, they've already collected on Tremaine, is that correct?
All I know is I woke up to see him dead the next day. I don't know what happened. From what I've been told from everyone else, it seemed he had said something he shouldn't have.
Shame.
But that's all I could get.
Shame. I liked Tremaine. He was an honest man and a hard-working one at that. No. There's a bounty on all our heads. The reason being my fault. I denied a contract under the Ancient Blue to have weapons made for his war. And when you deny an ancient dragon, they tend to get a little upset.
Sounds more like pettiness to me.
It probably is. My only confusion is, what do they want with your girly friend?
I don't know. No one, if there was anything to have been learned before, no one's told me anything about it. I'm barely told anything as it is.
Fair enough. Fair enough. I have my theories as to why. But if my theories are correct, then whoever stole this scale are not connected to the blue dragon at all, which just makes it more confusing to me.
Potentially trying to use him as a smokescreen for, use the ancient blue as a smokescreen for something else they're planning. It would be the obvious choice.
Possibly.
Use the prevalent main enemy that everyone points their finger at to hide something that they themselves are too stubborn to look down and see.
Possibly. Or they decided not to look a gift horse in the mouth. If they get rid of us and take anything off of us, the blue dragon can just assume that one of his men took him out, and there will be no hunts or manhunts for those that killed us and took our things. And if my assumption is right, and I believe who took that scale are those I believe to be, then it comes back to my question again. If you have to kill her to save everyone else, will you?
Even if I don't have a chance to learn the truth.
Sometimes the truth is not worth learning, friend.
I guess some things are forgotten for a reason.
That is why it's called history. Only those that choose to learn it will know it. Sometimes they go mad learning it. But that is for you to decide.
Just a little side note, Zagla doesn't even have to roll for it. It is plain to see that Vincent is very heavily divided on this. Like, it's very clear on one half he is thinking about it, and the other half he is thinking against it. Like,
Yeah,
the strife is apparent.
I had a feeling.
But he's not like, breaking out in a sweat, panicking, but it's
Yeah.
very clear that there is some signs of distress in his face.
Yeah.
If, at the end, if the only thing I can get out of her, or just something, even if it's to the end, and I do have to kill her. What is that saying those humans use? Better to have loved than lost?
And never have loved at all.
Even if it was a brief spark, I want to at least treasure that much. But I'm going to be a parent. If that does wind up being the case, I don't think I'll be able to go further. Everyone has their limits, I'm afraid, and if I have to, it'll be the last thing I do before I leave.
So you'd walk out? Not even pay off your debt?
I wouldn't be able to if I tried. If I tried to go further than that, unlike some people, I can't just close my heart to what I might do, and I would just be taunted or haunted by what I've done. It's not that I wouldn't be able to. I'd have the power to do so, but the will. it's an entirely different measure. Entirely.
Feel free to do what you think is right, Fred. Just know, signed a contract.
And even if I'm aware, but I won't be able to fulfill it willingly. Not that I don't want to, but when the one chance I have at trying to find some meaning in my life is just snuffed, it's hard to go forward when all you can see is darkness.
So you'd rather just give up?
He'll just shrug. It's hard for some can move forward from some things. Others are just weighed down by it. Alexander always said I had too soft a heart for some things. I guess this is one of those cases.
You're free to your opinion. I recommend thinking over it heavily, though. Being in debt is never a good thing. But do take care, Mr. Vincent. I wait to see you back with the group at the ball tomorrow evening. Or 2 days, sorry.
I'll try my best not to be as much. I'll try my best to be as presentable as possible.
Good. Try your luck with some of the older rich women. Maybe they can pay off your debts. And as he says, or as they say that, you watch as they just kind of like fade out. We're now standing alone in the alleyway.
Once he knows for sure he's gone, he'll just scoff to himself. As if anyone would get with something like me. A swapped soul? Who would want baggage like that? And he'll just stalk away, just ruminating on everything he's learned.
Alrighty. While that's going on, what are the rest of y'all doing? Mayor, I know you said you wanted to go try to get some food with the group if anybody wanted to go get food. Anybody else got anything in particular they want to try to do?
I want to go see if I can check that vial of
Alright.
liquid.
Has been a day. Do you want to maybe try? I won't press into that. I'm pressing into that. I'll talk to you about that later. Anybody else? He's gonna go check out the vial.
I mean, from what I know is that we're still shy one last ticket.
Yep, and the only other way to get a ticket that y'all know is left is tomorrow, that big drinking game towards the end of the night. You can go do all the little games, get more little prizes, but that big drinking game is the only way to get another ticket unless you want someone to just not go to the ball with y'all.
I don't think I'd be allowed to participate in that.
You can't drink anyways, so...
Hence the.
Yeah.
No, never mind.
I know.
We disguise him. Oh.
Wow, your human friend there is drinking a lot of alcohol, and he sounds like a barrel swashing around.
We're gonna take him to the hospital.
We're gonna go take him to the
Well-
vet club and see what happens.
We won
I
though,
think
right?
it would end up just in a puddle underneath me eventually.
I don't know. Do you even have? You don't even have a mouth, do you?
No.
Bag of holes
Yeah.
inside of your cavity in, then you can just drink the brewery.
I don't think this iteration has a cavity.
No, it doesn't.
Oof.
Solid clockwork and other things.
No, Letton isn't clockwork.
I'm making a joke.
Well, just
I
let you
am
know.
the 10. I am the 10 man. Clank clank.
But yeah,
You,
so somebody wants to go and look at the potions. Mayor wants to go get the food.
yeah.
Anybody else?
I imagine I would have gone after John.
You're gonna go head towards John and the rest of your group.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So what are you doing? You're the only odd man out right now.
To be honest, I genuinely don't know because, Dazzle's kind of at a, actually no. Dazzle's gonna go buy, Dazzle's gonna go buy everyone some clothes for the dance.
Save your money on me. I can make my clothes look like whatever.
I'm
And
aware.
at this point, I think it'd probably be too late to go get clothes at this point. You could do that tomorrow before the drinking competition, no problem.
The thing is, like, Dazzle personally just wants to go buy more hats.
Yeah, I get that. You can do that tomorrow. At this point, it's late in the evening.
Yeah.
Anything like that's probably closed because it's the night of the the wrestling and stuff like that. So they're probably out witnessing that or just frolicking around.
Mm.
It's a festival, you know. Are you going to be open later than actual business hours?
Okay.
Yeah. You can do that tomorrow, totally, if you want to. I can put that down for you.
Yeah.
Okay. You're going hat shopping?
Mhm.
Alright, I'll come up with some crazy whatever hat is. I don't know what the hat tailor's actual profession is, but okay. Let's see. Do I want to do Engelrum, Hoax, or Trucker first? 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. Hoax.
Yes.
So what are you doing exactly? You heading to the tavern? You gonna go get food there? You wanna go to a restaurant?
I figured that the best place, like I told you before, for my plan was the tavern.
Okay, yeah, you got Alice with you. She's with you. She's still a little unshocked in how that court case went. She's like, I've seen court cases. It was never that bad.
That wasn't bad.
That really sucked.
That was odd. I'm an artist.
Yeah, normally there's normally it's just you and the judge. What's the other guy's thing?
I think that
Otter.
tested something out, but I think I shut it down fairly quickly.
Yeah, I think they're gonna have to change the rules again.
They're gonna have to redo the whole entire court system and the laws of the land if they let me do that again.
I feel like those in power were changing the rules since the last session because they messed up or something.
I could have had the king impeached if I was able to keep on talking.
Yeah, I think you could have. So I think they're gonna have to change the rules because whoever's in charge made a stupid error.
Oh well.
Looks at the hard camera.
DM realizing he was using Latin law rules and not prison law rules.
Oh, which means we have to free Crow now because I'm the Prince of Latin. So
I mean, we can go back and do this. You just might not win a second time.
Oh, by law of Latin, I win.
Yeah. Wait, this isn't even a Latin court. Whatever. Yeah, you gonna go back to the tavern with her?
Yep.
Alrighty. They got lamb on the menu tonight.
Good enough.
Yeah, you get some lamb chops, some lamb mutton. Do you want to get any nice wines, some nice French bread? I guess Letton bread.
Sure, why
Oh,
not?
Letton's not the French. It's it would be Ironhide because Ironhide's technically the French.
Ugh.
Ironhide bread. Yeah.
I will look at her and go, oh, I snuck away a whiles ago when you weren't looking, and I got you this here hat.
Would you describe the hat?
It looks just like Hoax's, but it would be whatever Alice's favorite color is. Which,
All right, so it's a dark burgundy.
yeah.
She likes, oh, Hoax, I love it.
Hey, you're the one who got me into this whole shopping thing, and that made me, realize something. I don't know what the hell your last name is, but I have a workaround. See, I was hoping that you'd take mine. And if you will, check the back of the brim of that hat.
What's in the back of the brim of the hat, Hoax?
A ring.
Are you proposing?
Yeah.
Ooh, boy!
He had his first successful court case, and now he's trying to bag the girl.
Might as well jump across every 80s trope I can while I'm here.
Yeah, I'm about to say, you're just running the 80s tropes, aren't we?
If I can run all 4 80s bases, then I'm going to be... We just have to get to the ball.
What do we got left? You got the court case. You got Alice.
I have to get to the ball. We have to have the
You'll have
beautiful
to-
dance.
He'll
Yeah.
have to get to the ball. Nondescript Kenny Loggins music.
Yeah, and then I'm going to have to also arbitrarily beat up some bully that's had a problem with me ever since the beginning of the movie.
This half-orc comes in, it's like, hey, loser, I'm your bully from the school.
Who's been an enemy of his since they were little kids.
Yeah.
A half-orc.
And then either
Bobby Riley.
a giant felon has to beat him over the head with something, or a nerd has to shock him with something, or I have to get really lucky with a sweet roundhouse kick.
Anyways, Alice is fully, like, you start seeing tears.
Uh-oh, I've done something wrong.
Oh my god. And she just hugs you.
No, that movie was in the early 90s. I can't make that joke. Damn.
Now I ain't sure if I've done something wrong.
Yes, folks. Yeah. You've done nothing wrong. This is perfect.
I wasn't sure if it was too soon, but I have to also admit I took a little page out of Zagler's book. If we're engaged to be married, my dad cannot deny you an audience with the both of us when he shows up tomorrow.
I mean, you met a primordial on my behalf. I think we're going at a plenty good speed.
Yeah, I don't know what base meeting a primordial is, but I'm pretty sure I went above and beyond pretty much every mortal that's ever walked the face of this plane.
I don't know, a ground rule double?
Good old doubles.
That doesn't matter. But yes, she will gladly take the ring. She is now very happy. You guys are engaged. I'm happy for you, man.
24 sessions.
Yeah. Alrighty, we're gonna jump from that and jump to Engilrum.
Yeah.
You're heading to the potion shop.
Yeah.
I can't remember the name of the shop exactly. It was like Truffle something. Truffle Top. That's what it was.
Yeah.
Because he's a mushroom person.
Yes.
You see, sitting on a chair, rocking outside the door, that gnome with the mushroom cap, and he's smoking on a pipe.
I was just in here few days ago, and I left you with a vial of mysterious form.
Oh, it's you, the fun guy. Yeah, yeah. So, about that. The thing you gave me, it's alive.
You don't say.
Yeah, it's, I figured, maybe I fed a little bit of it to one of my shrooms, and it made it morph. And it mixed with it really well. What you got there is a living agent of some sort.
Well, when I found it, it was definitely the opposite. And then most of what was left of that their specimen I left with you evaporated.
Well, the micro. Too much pipe weed. Ooh, it's got my head spinning. The microorganisms there were very much alive, and the moment they touched my shrooms, they started rapidating until they made some sort of shroom creature. And you see, like, walking out from behind in the chairs, this like humanoid fungi creature.
Well, ain't
Call them
that
fungi.
ain't that a special treat?
So I did my best with what you gave me, and you'll see hand you this potion. It's now like this beautiful goldish blue color with an iron stopper on it. So this is a one-time thing, and I think it's only going to work once. You pour this on some. It has to be plant life, as far as I can tell, or an animal life that is not bipedal or quadruped, as far as I can tell. So maybe something aquatic, maybe something not. Honestly, I just recommend plant. That's the only thing I tested on. But I can turn it into something like fungi here.
You don't say.
I do say.
That is this might bring some fun into this world, if you know what I mean.
I mean, just be careful. You're playing as a god when you got that. That's really dangerous. That can anger the ones upstairs.
I completely understand, and I do plan on using it wisely and carefully.
Oh, by the way, you bought blood from me at some point. Did you ever use it, or are you still holding on to it?
I'm still hanging on to that.
Ah, okay. Well, yeah, if you need like a fresh batch within 1 hour of a kill, let me know. I got a couple of fresh batches.
I will, and I might stop back. I run low.
Oh, that's good. Okay.
And I appreciate this. Thank you very much.
Hey, yeah, no problem. You're always welcome to come back to the Fungal Top. We got a Truffle Top. We got a lot of goods here. Come back during normal working hours. I got all sorts of potions you'd be interested in, and fungi and mushrooms and all sorts of good stuff.
I'll be sure to stop on by. That sounds
good,
mighty
good.
interesting.
Repeat customerage is always a good thing, and don't be afraid to tell others about us. Free advertisement is good advertisement.
I'll tell my group, and we might stop on by. I believe a few of them might find interest in this here shop of yours.
Oh, good. And I always got mushroom. I got plant-based alternative rations. If you got druids or vegetarians, we got mushroom steaks. We got cauliflower burgers. We got good stuff.
That sounds good. And like I said, I'll tell my group, and we might stop on by later.
Okay.
During your regular hours.
Yeah, tomorrow regular hours, or after the festival when we go back to normal regular hours, it'll be good. But yeah, come on by. We got good stuff. I got good stuff.
And like I said, thank you very much, and I'll be on my way.
You're quite welcome. We can't wait to see y'all again.
And we'll be seeing you.
Alrighty, take care.
And then I guess I'll go back to the inn, and now that I remember I have those blood vials, I might pull out that bowl and pour one of them in there.
All right, you're doing up in your room.
Yes.
Okay, I need to ask a couple questions. One, are you keeping the dagger in the bowl when you do it?
Yeah.
Okay. You hear Moxie kind of speak to you. I do not know if giving her the old blood will work. If some of your fresh blood with it, it might do better. But I recommend the humanoid's blood, not the beast blood for the goddess.
Okay, I got human and beast, didn't I?
Yeah, you got 2 humanoids and 2 beasts.
And then let me write this down so I remember. So I would pour one of the human, and then I would take the knife and do the inside palm of my hand and put a little bit.
How
of
much
mine
in
in there as well.
how much in HP terms are you putting in?
Let's go with 10.
10? Okay. Go ahead and make me a religion check with advantage.
Oof. This is gonna be interesting. 18.
You watch as that blood begins to seep into the wood, and it seeps up the bottom of the female figure's feet, and it kind of like goes up over the body like vines growing over the statue until it hits the eyes and just goes into the eyes until the bull is bone dry, and the only signs of there being any blood, the blood in the eyes that has stained it, and then what is dripped down from the eyes down to basically the breasts, and then I've kind of just stained over in a line going down to the breasts.
From that, does it look like I didn't add enough, or?
You would figure you probably didn't put enough. You probably need more, but you could also ask Moxie, maybe.
Moxie, how much of this here blood am I gonna need?
If you wish to
Roughly.
summon the goddess, you'll need a full body.
Now, the stuff that I've added to it, will it stay until I can get more, or will it eventually run out?
It will dry out after some point. At most, I'd say you maybe got a couple hours, or the blood just becomes something. It'll probably become just a bloodstone in the bowl at some point. I don't know, you could stick me in there and see what happens.
Because Moxie's, he's a longsword, right? Or is he a great sword?
He's a great sword.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Can I put the hilt, just like the bottom of the hilt, in?
Yeah.
And see if anything happens?
You watch as that blood begins to pour profusely out of the eyes of this thing, but it doesn't go into the bowl exactly. It get to the bowl and it'll suck up into the hilt of Moxie, and you'll see it begin to spin and spin, and just turn the blade of Moxie to a dark, like dried blood, blackish red.
Do you feel any different, Moxie?
I do. I think we have a new trick, boss.
Very good. You have any idea what that trick might be, or are we just gonna use that the next time we find ourselves in a predicament?
I think now if we fight something with blood and I drink some of theirs, we might be able to steal something from them.
Very good. That'll come in handy.
Also, you hear him think for a second. I have a feeling if you sacrifice some of your blood when we do that, you can make it a permanent attachment to me. So, in above game terms, when Moxie is summoned to fight a creature that has blood, and Moxie deals enough damage, he can suck enough blood to make him grow something. For instance, let's say you're fighting a winged creature and he eats enough of the blood, he can grow wings. You can sacrifice some of your permanent HP to make it so that he permanently has wings every time you summon.
Oh, man.
But you are sacrificing HP to do it, you know?
Yeah.
It's the currency of blood, so.
And it's permanent HP, so my HP would drop.
Yeah, your max HP would permanently drop however much
Okay.
you sacrifice to do it.
Let's see. I assume using that is a one time, once per like long rest probably, or is
You
it
don't
just
know.
like okay?
You don't know. Maybe it's one for long rest. Maybe it's as many times as you can summon him and keep him out, and he keeps drinking.
Well, I meant the stealing of their blood per se.
Oh, you don't know.
Okay.
You have no idea.
Cool.
Yeah.
Very good, Moxie. That'll come in handy in our coming battles.
Yeah. I will say this, friend. If you do sacrifice a living creature to her with that dagger and the bull, you might get her blessing, and the goddess blessing is something very powerful.
I'll keep that in mind, and next time we come into some ruffians that have chosen a lesser, I guess, lifestyle, we might try that out.
You'll hear him smile and go, "Good. I wish to make you stronger."
And then I guess I would kind of pack everything up, sheath Moxie, and go downstairs for breakfast. Or,
Oh, I mean,
yeah.
you're going to bed, then you'll go to breakfast, basically.
Yeah.
Marky Mark, where the fudge are you in? Alrighty, buddy. Next up, I believe, is one Dr. Tremaine. Alright, Nelson. He's dead.
Too soon.
Bro, come
Cut to a
on.
black
I'm-
screen.
Too soon.
Cut to a black. No, cut to an autopsy table. There's that burial guy in there that you were talking to the session before last, who's now dissecting him for his parts to do it for science and stuff. No, Deimos.
Yes.
You have made your way back to where your group was staying. You guys are staying in a lovely, lovely room in the palace because you are honored guests of the king and queen.
Has my rather large brother-in-law? Yes. Has he returned?
Depends. Are you going into Johnny's room? Or I guess
Yes.
their room, or are you staying in your room?
I'm gonna go see Johnny first, as I wish to confirm damage and check for collateral.
The door is shut.
I will politely and calmly knock.
I'd say a good 5 minutes go by. You hear the sounds of shuffling and some rumbling before Johnny comes to the door in a bathrobe. And Mayor, I'm going to give you access to Johnny Clay's sheet so you can show their artwork,
Let's hope it works this time.
as I have to go find who did Johnny's artwork. I remember the name, but I don't remember how to say it properly. So, because they're poison. I know it's that, but it's like M poison, something poison.
Ah, it works finally! Yay!
Okay. Yeah. This was done by Mr. Poison. They are the same ones who did another piece for me as well. But yes, that is the one and only Johnny Clay. They look a little tired. They look a little shaky. I'll show the artwork to the rest of y'all. Don't worry. But yes, they look tired, Deimos. They look out of breath. Their hair is a little messy and such. Deimos, what are you See them kind of close the door behind them and step out. What are you doing here?
I was checking to see if. Wait. Did I interrupt the horizontal rest time?
I love it.
Yes, you did. Yes. Is there a reason you interrupted? I'd like to get back to it very soon if you don't mind.
I have returned, but I wish to see if he was back.
My husband is back, yes. We are doing fine. He is calming down. But not calm yet.
I just wanted to make sure that the collateral was kept. I'm sorry, I'm not going to finish that statement. I apologize for interrupting the horizontal rest. I have not.
The collateral is fine.
I'm
He is not
mostly
broken anything
familiar.
yet.
I'm learning.
Quite all right, Deimos. He hasn't broken anything yet. Just bruised and made some things sore.
Head tilt to the right. Back
Johnny
to the
will do.
left.
Johnny will do that thing they rest their hand on the side of your cheek and do a pat, oh sweet summer child. They'll do that and kind of pat your cheek and be like,
Don't worry, you'll understand when you get older.
I do not. Maybe. Sorry.
It's quite all right.
And if he could emote confusion, just confusion. I now realize I may now have interrupted something. Please forgive. I will. Never mind. And then Deimos will just awkwardly turn and go in any direction that is away from this room.
yeah, you walk away. You walk away, and as Johnny goes back into the room, you hear again the sounds of something heavy hitting something hard.
He will return to his chamber.
Okay.
Um,
You share a room with by the way.
Who?
Johnny and Titan's eldest daughter.
You have to forgive me. You cut out.
Yeah.
The name was
Elizabeth.
okay. I thought I heard you say Beth. I just wanted to make sure.
No. It's Elizabeth because it is named after their mother, but it's Elizabeth, so they're not just stealing the full name.
When he returns to his room, having just interrupted, he will try to enter as quietly as he can, not wanting to potentially wake her up.
She is not asleep, actually. She's at a desk. She is working on something, and she kind of turns her head when she sees you walk in.
Oh, Deimos, you're back.
Oh. I see my poor attempt at stealth was not warranted. I wish I had thought ahead of time to check before Johnny tight. Never mind.
Oh, you went and saw Dad?
I wanted to make sure, and then he stops for a second before he proceeds with the dumb statement he's about to make. I wanted to make sure that the collateral was kept to a minimum.
Dad kept Dad in line.
Forgive it. Awkward. I'm sorry. What are you working on?
You see her hold up what you would know as a soul catcher or a dream catcher. It is a item that is used specifically in the Clayton religious ceremony. It's more connected to the moon religion, where you are more connected to the forge. But you know, this is an item that is used on a specific night in the fall when both full moons are up, and it's used for the soul to be able to go through it to give themselves a semi-corporeal body.
The progress is moving apace.
Yes, although it's rather unnecessary and useless. He was not cremated in our ways, so I don't know if I'll even be able to see my son's spirit ever again.
Demos will come over and place a hand on her shoulder. They did not know the way we do things. Please do not hold it against them too harshly.
Not mad at them. They don't know. It's not as though if our burial rituals and our cremation rituals are open to the public. We keep it a secret for a reason, but I'm more just mad that I've now lost both my husband and my eldest child in less than a year. It's tough, to say the least.
I have been wondering why we were invited, especially here.
If I had to take a guess, I would say they're trying to broker peace between us and the Blue. Grandpa's not so stupid as to send himself here, because either it would turn into they're not going to let him leave without a fight, or turn into a massacre of this city. And we don't have enough troops here to turn into an all-out war yet.
Forgive. If they are trying to broker peace, this seems a backwards way of doing it.
Well, I don't know all the details, and as you know, neither of us are actually allowed to go to this super private meeting, but apparently they have the leaders of every territory and nation now coming to this all in one go, or representatives of the leaders anyways.
Could this potentially be a trap?
I wouldn't hold it against the Blues. I don't know about the other Drakes. I don't know. Just seems like a very poor idea to make it a trap when it's in your home capital.
It would be the place.
Yes, but at the same time, I feel like it would be too obvious and too stupid. Would it be better to just ambush us on the roads so they can say it was just a traveling band of mercenaries or such that got us?
Unless they were trying to make a point.
I don't know.
I'm sorry.
As you know, we have men stationed outside the city and in the city that are disguised in case things go south. We also have a brigade of giants just west or east of the city.
Reaction time.
1 minute.
He'll again lightly pat her shoulder. As lightly as he can. He knows what he's made of.
Yeah.
If you're going to continue working on your project, may I work on mine?
What is your project?
I brought with me some copper, and I've endeavored to make a metal flower.
Go right ahead. I don't have anything to work the metal with, though.
It is malleable. And these hands, and he'll lightly clank his metal knuckles together, or less so. I will try to make as little noise as possible. I would hate to wake up any members of our party I haven't already disturbed.
Trust me, you're gonna need a silent spell just to be able to sleep tonight. I doubt you're going to bother Dad or Dad.
I don't know if you're aware, but I do not. Beside the point.
Don't worry, you'll understand when you're older.
No. Maybe I will explain later. He'll go over to his corner of the room and just begin carving out of a small chunk of copper.
Yeah.
Basically just using his fingers,
Yeah.
carving away.
Yeah.
Anyone who's ever worked copper knows that you apply a little bit of force to it, it's very soft.
Yeah, it's very manual. I use that stuff all the time at work. Alrighty.
He's basically just carving like a like a lily or a desert flower.
Yeah. Alrighty. And with that, I'll say you all head to bed, get your rest, get what you need for the next day. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it is the last day before the ball. Later on tonight will be the drinking competition where you can win up to 5 tickets. And I know some of you have stuff you want to do today. Some of you have things planned for today. But I just want to get it covered on my basis. Who amongst you is going to try to win a ticket at the drinking competition? Now, Deimos, you are not allowed because you're not able to consume that kind of fluid.
Me.
Vincent?
Dazzle Booper will try.
Dazzle?
I'd try.
Off game partly as an excuse for him to drown his worries in liquor.
And Gelram as well?
I don't condone drinking, but we need that ticket, so.
Wait, in-game or out-of-game?
Both.
Really?
Based.
Yeah.
Based.
Based.
I don't drink.
Based.
What are you talking
Well, I've seen you
The
drink.
one hard ass of
not.
our group. Does
Look, just
love it.
just so long as you don't take that and become like a total teetotaler and then go vegan, I think we won't have to worry about anything.
I mean,
No, he likes.
I kind
likes-
of agree with
much.
you on that. I'm not much of a drinker myself out of game either.
I've never liked
Abo-
drinking, so.
Above game,
Bonus
I
points
drink.
to everybody who gets that reference.
I drink
There's
every
nothing
now and
wrong with
then.
it. The rule, it's just the rules of moderation. Don't be an alcoholic, but
Yeah.
don't be a teetotaler either. Know your limit. Don't force it on people.
I
Anyways,
don't think anybody can.
so
I don't think. I didn't.
Let's see. Hoax, are you gonna drink? Are you gonna
No.
do something else?
I'm going
Nope,
to be
okay.
waiting for my dad at the
I
docks.
kind of figured. After all, you did win all the other tickets. So.
Well, besides Crow.
Yeah, no, Crow won you those last.
I won a ticket.
No, you didn't.
Oh.
Now, you guys all won prizes. I won.
Right, yeah.
We got
You won.
3.
You won the
tickets.
U.S. Tony.
Yep.
You won Tony, brother.
I'm aware.
You got your stuffed animal back. Alrighty. So for the day, besides the drinking, Dazzle Boober wants to go buy hats. Mayor, you're gonna go try to find your dad, or hopefully get a message from him. Vincent, what are you gonna try to do before the drinking?
Ask Alice if she can write down and translates the parts of the book that he can't read.
Remember, she can't remember
Oh,
because they like disappears from the page.
right. Forgot about that. It's been a
Yep.
minute.
You have to spend time and a lot of time trying to learn another language, which is Sylvan, if I remember correctly.
Yep.
Is one of the harder ones to learn.
like
In that
English.
case, Vincent will spend his time trying to start learning the basics of Sylvan.
You want to spend a day, basically?
More or less, yeah. Up until the drinking, then he's gonna use the drinking as a way to unwind.
Okay, it's the same as trying to learn another language for a day.
I mean,
So,
You know,
intelligence?
You know a word. No, you know a word.
Ah. Okay.
It's like let me put it this way. It's like one day of Spanish class, buddy.
Okay.
Yeah.
He learned 2 words.
would
You learn-
his
Homo.
would his sorry,
Go ahead.
I was about to ask, would his attempt at learning this language be obvious to the rest of the party?
I don't know. You're going to
He
Saturday,
wouldn't
aren't
be
you?
overt. Vincent wouldn't be overt about. He wouldn't be like quiet about it. But if anyone would like pay attention to what he was doing, they'd realize, oh, hey, that's what he's doing.
Oh, hey Vincent. Happened to notice you're trying to pick up Sylvan.
Yes, actually, part of the book I've been trying to read is in Sylvan and Infernal.
Mm,
I can understand half of it, but I might as well be reading a one-sided conversation.
I mean, I could give you some. I could give you some pointers as soon as I'm done shopping.
All right, take your time doing that. I'll just be here.
Oh, that also that word is that word you've been pronouncing is meant to be pronounced growing Horio.
Oh, I kept misrolling the R.
Yeah, a lot of
Okay.
first timers do.
He'll just he'll just like lightly smack his forehead, like just below his horns to avoid, feedback.
Yep.
Because those shits are sensitive, for those who don't know.
that could cause a white
Congrats.
line defect.
You learned
Not-
2 words, Chaos.
V for victory.
No, you learned that's offensive.
You bastard.
That's just a joke.
Dazzle
Calm down.
Boober's heading to get a hat. Deimos, you're gonna be. I remember correctly, you want to try to find an orphanage or something to work at.
Yeah, just if they need any kind of repair work, hinges, door handles, pulls.
You
Single
find a
work.
church. You find a church/orphanage to your god, the god of the forge, and you're able to find it because it's the only church up in the church, like in the religious district, that has a smokestack coming out of it.
Excellent.
You see predominantly dwarves, because it is a dwarven god, but you do see the occasional human and a gnome.
He will reverently approach and offer up his services.
All right, you walk
if
up to
they
one of
be
the
required.
dwarven gentlemen, and one of them looks up. Hi, you're a tall lump of steel, ain't you? What you wanting, big fella?
I am a member of the church. I wish to offer my services for any that may need them. Smithing, carving, anything you might need.
You wearing a suit, or what are you? You see, he's taking measurements and like tapping on your legs.
I'm not entirely sure if the metal is steel or an alloy.
No, it's an
I guess-
alloy, all right.
One could say I am a lump of it.
It looks like you at least 3 different metal types. I can tell your hands are a completely different type of metal than the rest of your body. Alright. Do you need to breathe?
No.
Perfect. Perfect. We got the best place for you. Come with me. Come on. Come on.
You'll follow.
He is going to take you to acid treat metal. You are acid treating specific types of metal and metallic ingots because the smell is noxious and toxic, but because you don't need to breathe, you can work it, no problem. You just have to be careful not to get some of the stuff on you.
I believe I can do that.
Goody. Is that what you wish to spend your day doing?
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty. Next up, just so I can get this out of the way, Dazzlebooker, you're going to get a hat. Or hats. Plural, right?
Multiple hats.
You find a hat store called the Top Brim.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very on the nose.
Gotta love that word generator.
Mm.
Alrighty, bud. You head in. There's a gnome walking around. Like they got like the whole seamstress attired style. You know, they got the little pin cushion with the threads and all that. And, oh dear, I'll be with you in just 1 second. I'm just working this lady's outfit real quick. How you doing? Oh, hi, Delilah. Your hat's amazing, but your flower's off by 3 degrees. All right, blah, blah, blah. And gets like through like 5 more people before they get to you. Okay, sweetie, what can I get you? You looking for a hat? I don't really got something that'll fit your head. I have to do a little custom job to fit you well.
I'm actually hoping to buy multiple hats. Normally it's a custom of nobles of my culture to wear multiple hats.
Multiple hats? Okay, that's a little weird, but all right. To each their own, sweetheart. What kind are you looking for? You looking for you looking for some gallon hats? Looking for bucket heads? You looking for those beanie afro stuff? What you looking for, sweetie?
Probably more in the range of the first 2 options.
Okay, so a bucket and a gallon. Okay. Let me take you over here, sweetie. And the hats they show you look like if you remember the royal guard that the Queen of England had before she croaked, those big like black fuzzy hats.
Yep.
Yeah, she's showing you different kinds of those.
Alrighty.
And then she'll show you like beanies as well.
Fair enough.
Those are buckets and gallons.
Alright. Dazzle will buy. How much do they normally charge?
Are you wanting something plain or you want something fancy?
Something fancy.
A fancy hat, a fancy beanie will go for 5 gold, while a fancy bucket will go for 20.
Well, he'll buy at least 5 of the fancy beanies, 5 of the fancy buckets, and 5 of the fancy half gallons. Right?
There are no half gallons, no.
Sorry.
It's the beanies. It's the beanies and then the buckets.
Yeah. He'll buy at least 5 of the buckets and 5 of the
So 25. So about 125.
All right. Dazzle Booper will hand over about he'll hand over about
13 platinum, blah, 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 and you'll get your change back. Alrighty.
So
She'll kind of. You'll get 5, bud.
okay, thank you.
Right back. Yeah, she'll kind of look to you. Are you planning on wearing all those, sweetheart? That's a lot
Yes.
of heck.
As I was, well, I could lend some to my companions, but it's normally a culture for it's normally a custom for nobles of my culture to wear multiple hats at once. It was kind of gaudy, but I'm trying to get back into my cultural, you know.
Okay, that's a lot of weight on your head, on your neck, though, sweetie. Just be careful. I hate for you to fall. You trip; those go everywhere. Okay.
Alrighty, you get your hats.
Mm.
And Gelrum, what are you doing? Mark.
I would in Galerum would probably just because I have the full day to do my own thing, correct?
Yeah, you got a full day. Basically, each of your guys' stuff that you're doing is going to take roughly a day before the drinking competition. You'll get to go drop something off. You want to drop something off, then we'll go and y'all drinking competition.
In Galerum, am I able to leave this city and, in a way, go train with Moxie in like a forest or something?
Like, train in what way, I guess is my question. Like, you just want to go out hunt animals to try to get them some blood upgrades, or what do you want?
More or less, yes, but mostly just want to see what I can do with him now.
I mean, yeah, I'll say for the sake of brevity, the basic thing you've learned is just, it's basically just the same until you get Moxie some more abilities. He's not too much different.
Okay.
I mean,
while I
the
would be
most
out
you
there,
could-
I would want to scavenge, see if I can find some materials to bring back to that blacksmith to add to my armor if I can.
yeah, roll me a survival.
Oh, this is gonna be interesting. Don't. Uh, 15.
You find some animal hide. You get some animal hides. You get some nice looking, like this nice looking stone that has like a crystal formation on the inside. I will say this though, while you're out there just hunting and messing around, Moxie does tell you that he thinks he could change his weapon, like his blade size, if he needed to. Now,
Okay.
he could probably change himself into a longsword. The excess metal would go onto the dagger, and it could make the dagger into something a little fun.
Ah. That's tempting. Oh, I guess yeah. After I would be done hunting, I'd be okay with doing that.
Okay, well, let me go ahead and change your blade real quick. Yeah, because Moxie basically explains to you he can make it so that you can wield both him and the dagger, because he thinks if you give a live sacrifice to the goddess, he thinks that dagger can be used in a very powerful way in her name.
Okay.
Uh, 1d8. Alrighty. Take a look.
I just need to add the dagger,
Yeah, if you want to for now, put sacrificial dagger.
or okay.
It's just, at this point, it's just a regular magical for the sake of resistance dagger. If you go through with the additions and stuff, it will be a +2 dagger.
And I would go with the
Alrighty.
yes, the addition.
It is a +2 dagger, and it looks like the fang. It looks now like a curved fang.
Awesome.
Like the way the metal and stuff looks, it looks like a curved fang, and it makes the handle and the hilt of this blade look like the gum and bone of a beast, while the blade itself looks like the fang of it coming out.
Cool.
Alrighty. And remember, daggers are 1d4.
Yep.
Okay, are we all good to go?
I think so.
Alrighty. With that, we're going to. Hopes, do you want to jump, or Mayor, do you want us to jump to you, or do you want to take a break and feed your cats real quick?
I don't have to feed them, but I would like to take a break so I can make my announcement super quick, and then I desperately need to go to the bathroom.
Alright, 10-minute bio break, everybody.
Alright, before you guys go, Flame will not be able to DM on the 17th because he's taking a trip with his family. If you are interested, I am going to run a one-shot in the Frigid North. The races and classes will have restrictions, but we can talk about why in a little bit.
Okay.
Basically, the only races are going to be mountain dwarves, orcs, Goliaths, humans, and I believe off the top of my head right now that's it. I know there might be one or two more races, but not really, with how that place is populated, but the classes aren't restricted so much so as it would be very difficult for what you're doing to be a wizard, so I don't recommend it, and subclasses would be restricted to something specific, just to keep it appropriate.
I remember if that character I have is for that or the other one.
If you're interested in it, DM me, of course, and I will answer all of your questions. I don't want to spoil it here for what you'd be doing. But with that, we are sponsored by Martin Mancini. Send me DMs. I'm gonna go.
Alright, so far I'd say this day's been going pretty decent. The session's been going pretty decently. What about you guys?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
I think it's a good idea.
I'm definitely interested. if nothing else, it'd be a good idea to see what kind of flexibility can be done with limited classes. Just from a story perspective.
Well, I thought you were saying it's fairly interested because you're like the character that's in the most trouble out of all of us.
He kind of is. But for the one shot, yeah, it's just basically it's something to keep our system going normally.
I can't remember if my one character I made is for that or for the other.
It's for the other.
Cool.
You never made anything for this one shot.
Hmm.
Because the other one is for the prison one shot. Or the prison campaign that never got off the ground.
You sure?
I mean, if we're talking about people in trouble, you might want to start looking at Galron because, I mean,
You are doing some
sketch.
questionable things.
Yes, he is.
Deeds of questionable morality.
But he is trying to do it his way and not Moxie's way. If it was up to Moxie, I would just, in the middle of a street, it seems like, just take somebody's life.
You don't know that. Moxie just saying you need a live sacrifice.
I mean, I just assume the blood god would just be like, hey, take a life, I don't care.
I mean, blood is blood, and the more concentrated the blood is, the more pure it is, you know?
Blood for the blood god.
Skulls for the skull throne.
And pretty
Blood for the
much.
blood goddess, actually.
Well, goddess, god, whatever. Regardless, might as well be corn.
No,
Corn's
this one's
consort more like.
this one's way sexier than Corn. This is the kind of thing that would make Chaos be jealous he's not the disciple of him.
Wait, explain. Elaborate.
Oh,
Details.
Look, I'll give you details when he summons. Whenever he does a live sacrifice, you'll get the details. Now I
It might be
imagine
in the middle of battle.
I imagine Vincent helping hold this person down and like, let them throw. I want to see it.
I just gotta choose whenever I'm gonna do it because, or I gotta pick my opportunities precisely, I presume, because I don't want to accidentally, like, you know, hit with Moxie and then hit with the dagger, and you be like, oh, and it happens now, and I'm like, I didn't want to kill this guy.
Well, here's the thing. Moxie and the dagger are separate entities. The dagger is specifically tied to the goddess, while Moxie is tied to himself. Which the reason I messaged you that message was you gave Moxie the power up and not the goddess. The goddess does different things. If you unlock the goddess before your next level up, you can get something different. But the goddess will give you a different thing too.
Oh, two choices. Oh no.
The goddess gives you something. The goddess will give you a very fun couple of abilities and a summoning ability if you gain enough blood in the dagger.
Oh.
Which I get to explain that if you give her a live sacrifice.
There you all are. You get to see my cat Reaper because I have the intermission screen up.
Kitty.
All I know is what you sent me. I put in D&D Beyond, and I like the idea of that play style, but now I'm interested in the second option.
Well, here, I'll tell you what the second option is. There you go. I messaged you what the second option is.
Oh, you're killing me, Smalls.
Just realize one of them gives you more stuff earlier on.
Oh, but I mean, I would choose the second one. But
Really?
he wouldn't know that. But he would
Ooh,
choose
Revenant,
that
yeah.
one because of the way of my background tells you that, Flame.
Oh, I get that. You need to let her out. You need to give her a live sacrifice then, bud.
Oh,
Do what any normal sociopath
That's-
would do
that's-
and kill a homeless person.
That's above game, so I mean,
Yeah.
I can't be going. Oh, I'm 100% on this train now.
I'm going to hunt me a homeless guy.
At its current gesture, you're only able to do option 1, the first option. And it's an option. You don't have to take it if you don't want to. It's just something I'm giving you if you want.
At the end of the day, if he doesn't, if and when we get that far, and he only has option 1, he would probably take it because
I figured.
it's a
But,
nice
yeah.
style to add to it.
I think it would. I thought you'd like it, so I was like, I'm going to give you that option. I'm going to give you the option of doing something I think you enjoy.
It gives
Anyways,
me
you
so
ready?
much power.
Are we all ready?
I think so.
Yeah, let
Yeah.
me just switch
Yeah.
the scene back.
Because we're going to be hopping to you, Mayor Boy.
Ooh boy,
Oh, yeah.
man, I love Little Smokies.
They're
They're
awesome.
good.
The cheese ones?
I put
Or
it
the
on the
regular
crock
one?
pot and put barbecue sauce and.
Now I got to ask you something,
Mm-mm.
Mark. Have you ever done a little smoky wrapped in a blanket?
It's called a
No,
pig in a
that's-
blanket, dude.
No. Not picking a blanket. You specifically do the little smoky and their barbecue. Then you put them in the dough that you're gonna cook them in. You cut up some cheese, you put it with that, you wrap it, then you bake it.
That sounds awesome.
It is amazing. It is one of my favorite
That's-
things it makes for football games and stuff.
That's
It's
just a
always a
barbecue
hit.
pig in a blanket.
No, because you're adding the cheese, you're adding the barbecue, you're adding all that. I call it
Parking
devil's
lot
delight.
tidbit.
I call it a devil's delight. It's amazing to me.
That sounds awesome.
Trucker over
I
here.
gotta-
Parking lot, 10 minutes. Let's go.
Look, next time you guys come, if you guys ever come visit, let me know. I'll bake a full spread of that stuff.
I'm hoping at some point we get
Bro,
far
making
enough
me
in this that we
hungry
can
over
just
here.
sit down at a table and play. That's
You
my kind of
want-
game right there.
I mean,
you want
Mark,
hungry?
Mark, I've got in-person
No.
games. If you
I
ever
know,
come
I
back,
saw.
I'll play with you.
No more taco food. We're playing now.
Fucking
Alright.
birria nachos,
No.
man.
Mm.
No. Anyway, so we're back to the game. Folks, I gotta ask you this just for my own clarification and coverage. Where are you right now?
Hopefully with Alice at the docks.
You're at the docks.
Waiting for my dad to show up.
You're waiting at the docks. Okay. How long are you gonna stay there?
An hour before going to the post office if he doesn't show up, and then I'll spend the gold to send him a message.
Okay. An hour goes by.
Okay.
Poor
What do you do?
Fido.
Is he not there?
Nope.
Alright, well then yeah, like I said, I'll just walk a little bit to the post office and go send that message.
Alright, what's the message?
Hey Dad, waiting at the docks with you. Probably best.
For you.
Wait, hold on. Hey Dad, waiting at docks for you. Probably best to pretend I am a bodyguard. Too many eyes.
Okay, you get a message. Stay at post office. Sending someone to get you. You are meeting your aunt or
Oh,
aunt.
oh wow. I'm going to look suspiciously pale for hoax.
Alice is gonna stare at you. Are you okay? What's the matter?
Guess what I just discovered? I have an aunt, and I'm meeting her today.
Is this like the Tremaine thing?
Apparently, because I didn't know he was my cousin, and I didn't know I had aunts and uncles.
You sit there for maybe another 5 minutes till a very, very well dressed individual comes walking in. It is a male human, probably the age of, I'd say, 18, definitely 18, with jet black hair, yellowish red draconic eyes, black finned ears, and a thin tail running down the back spine of it. And flanked on either side of him is a heavily armored black dragonborn wearing a very, very nice sigil of like this swamp bed with a nest of eggs in it. And this one will look to you, and you see, like, poking out little nubs of the start of draconic horns that you think maybe they're either trying to keep in or they're trying to grow out. You're not sure. And look to you. Are you the ones they call hoax?
Perhaps. Who are you?
I am your escort. Would you be so kind to join me?
You're my aunt?
No. That would be my mother.
So you're my cousin?
Not exactly. More like, soon to be your good friend. So you could call me cousin if you wish.
And your name is?
Salvian, son of the swamp.
Sorry, just writing something for my notes.
Yeah, go ahead.
Alrighty. Who sent you?
I'm gonna post the name in chat because it's a draconic name and they are annoying as hell to pronounce. But I'm gonna do my best to pronounce it before I tell you what it is in common. Because you speak draconic, right?
Yeah.
I'll put the abbreviations in it too. So their name in draconic, Daravi di Wern Hogva Thakzil.
Jeez.
In common, that translates to Queen of the Lost Land.
Ah.
I'm gonna post that in chat for everybody. There you go.
I'm sorry, what?
That's their name.
Queen of the. Okay.
None of
Queen
these
of the
were
Lost Land.
Hagwa? Tasil.
Welcome to Draconic,
Draconic
folks.
is
It's a bitch of a
ridiculous.
language. It's
clearly takes a lot from Asian, or Arabic, with how it
Yeah,
pronounces.
Draconic is Draconic when you try to translate it to, I guess, our world, like a heavy thing of Arabic, and it doesn't use. People are like, what are vowels to Draconic? Even though Draconic does use a lot of vowels.
It's like vowels are 90% their alphabet.
Back
Yeah.
in Draconic, I will say, my aunt is the queen of the Lost Land?
Your aunt is the queen of the black dragons, to be exact.
I'm just going to look at Alice like, okay, I guess we're going now.
So, according to this gentleman, your aunt is the queen of the black dragons. So, I think you can put two and two together, what that means.
Nephew.
No, I think you know who the queen of the black dragons is.
Yeah,
I do not.
I could kind of piece together. I could kind of piece together vaguely.
I will find out.
I'm just sitting there
more
cackling.
As we're going.
You are led to the docks, where there is just an immaculate. When I say immaculate, I mean immaculate. The nicest, most decked out, most heavy set looking warship you have ever seen. This thing is bigger than anything you've read in any textbooks, any war books, any of that stuff.
Where the hell did this boat come from?
This belongs to my mother. When she doesn't want to fly, she usually takes a boat.
Well, permission to
Apart from
board.
being royalty and all. No, please, follow me. And he'll lead you aboard.
Alright, we'll get aboard.
there are Dragonborn, black Dragonborn specifically, everywhere. Running the rigging, running the boats. Some of them look like sailors, some of them just look like the guards in that very pristine armor. And you were led to the captain's quarters, where you hear laughing coming from in the room. And as the doors open, you see your father sitting at a lovely table, drinking tea, with an older human woman, probably late 50s, early 60s. She looks good, but definitely has some age to her. You can see a little bit of wrinklage. They have long black hair with bits of silver going through it, as age has probably caught them. They're wearing a lovely black dress, black heels. They have just soft brown eyes, and they're drinking a cup of tea with your dad.
It's called aging with grace, Flame.
Well, look, you say whatever you want to say. I said what I said.
Hoax just has that look of like, where you just have that bewildered, eyes wide, mouth kind of open kind of thing.
By the way, you see Alice has gone rigid, and she's now doing like a curtsy to this lady. And she goes, "Your Majesty."
Here, I found a perfect picture from Beavis and Butthead to show you exactly what he kind of looks like. More like Beavis in this scenario.
And Alice is doing like a "Your Majesty" curtsy to this lady.
I didn't get myself one of them criers, so now introducing Hoax Bradshaw and soon-to-be Alice Bradshaw. He just says, kind of fumbling through the words.
You see your dad spit his tea out, and you see the lady just kind of like, her expression doesn't change, but her eyebrow raises from looking from you to the dad. Your dad's now coughing. You're married? What?
No, not married. Engaged. As of last night. I figured I'd just tell you today.
Have you told your mom?
No, I was meeting you today. You'll tell Mom.
How am I supposed to tell your mother? I'm not anywhere near her.
The post office, like I've been communicating with you.
Oh, God. When's the wedding? We're gonna have to get her up here if you're doing it here. Oh, she's killed.
I have no idea. We haven't gotten that far. No offense, ma'am, but since when do I have an aunt, and since when is she the queen of the Black Dragons? Which is super cool, by the way.
She puts down the teacup and kind of like pats her lips a little bit and looks. I see he has your fiery energy at that age. You see your dad kind of like do a gulp and just look like, yeah.
I'm working on myself.
Oaks. Meet the ancient black dragon.
I've read that you existed. I never thought I'd meet you. This is awesome. You're my favorite one.
Aw, the pleasure's all mine. Well, what he lacks in manners, he does make up for in enthusiasm. I will give him that.
Sorry, I was hidden away from the nobility thing. I never learned how to navigate. I'm kind of a man of the streets.
Very well. Come sit. I'd like to get a proper look at you.
Sure, I'll take off my hat and sit down.
You see Alice sit next to you. Oh, don't worry, dears. I don't bite. Only when I'm hungry.
Cool.
So you're Hoax Bradshaw. I've heard a little bit about you. Though your father won't ever tell me anything about you, and denied your existence for the first 3 years you were born.
Well, given the circumstances, I can understand why.
Oh, and what circumstances are those?
He gets very nervous and just goes, well, when he came from a land that would have barbecued my mother, this is kind of a good thing. you know, him being a former soldier and all, he looks kind of sharply over at his dad.
Your dad's not nervous, but he's giving you that look of like, careful what you say.
He's trying to give that look like the only reason I'm testing these waters is because I don't know what I'm allowed to say.
Yeah.
Like, help me, please. Be my dad here. Help me.
You see him kind of like, Hoax, this is the Queen of the Lost Land. Sorry, I'm not saying your full draconic title. That'll kill me. Oh, very well. You know, just call me Majesty. I do prefer the titles. The ways of old with the adventurers and such, and how they gave us such beautiful titles. You call me the Queen of Darkness. The Beasts from Below. Ooh, that was such a fun one for a few millennia. Ruler of the Swamps. Although, that was back when I had my firstborn. You just call me Darari. Or Dari. I like Dari better.
Sorry. I'm gonna write that in a way that I will remember how to pronounce it.
Yeah. You see your dad kind of like finish the tea and pick up. No, I did keep him secret. You know why I kept him secret. Hoax, this is the queen of the Black Dragons, the Ancient Black. She's not your aunt by blood, but she's a very good friend of mine. Helped me get my business off the ground by lending me a few ships in the beginning. I did. And the investment has turned out wonderful. Although you have to thank that wandering gambling man for it. I never would have taken a chance on you.
Is this wandering gambler Zagla, the Hagla?
I don't know. He never gave a name. He wore a cloak, but he put 50,000 gold down on him.
I think I work for this man. Isn't that something, Dad?
You see your dad shrug. You're like, they don't know who the gambler was. We got the investments. But speaking of that, there is a reason I've called you here. I've come to find out you have an adventuring group, correct?
Yes, and Gelram and the Bronzeport Band.
Gelram the White.
Yes, and Gelram
White
the White.
Kobold.
Yes, the very same.
I've heard some interesting rumors about him.
Well, as they say, you hear the rumors and you meet the man behind them, and you find out it's not quite as fantastical as they say. More bureaucracy and lies and silly manipulations.
Really? I heard a rumor saying he almost punched one of the older white dragons in the face.
Oh, I'm sure that's very true.
He had to be held down by 20 men, is what I heard.
Oh, I'm sure that's probably the only rumor that any of us have heard that's true.
Oh, I would love to see that. That smug little prick, what does he call himself? The White Death or something like that? The White King? Digress, I could care. I know his real title and his real name, and it's rather adorable.
Is it Gary?
No. His mother gave him the most beautiful of names, because she thought he was going to be a girl and he wanted him to be a diplomat.
Tulip?
Snowflake.
Oh, no.
Snowflake the speaker.
Well, ain't
You
that precious.
You see him do like the noble thing of like covering their mouth to make a laugh. What are they? A young or an adult dragon now? I don't know. It's been too long since I've dealt with such militaristic things. I let my children deal with that. I simply raise the eggs. After all, who doesn't like to spend time with their aunt? And you hear the bite in that, like, you get the sense she's probably a grandma, but you know she'll refuse to say she's a grandma.
Ah, yes, one of those.
Yeah.
Well, hell, if it was ever an option, I would have spent plenty of time with you. That would have been great.
Oh, there's still quite a plenty of time to make up. You are coming to the ball tomorrow night, aren't you?
Yeah, we'll just have to win one more ticket, and then you get to meet the entire Bronzeport band.
Oh, how fascinating.
Well, minus,
Well, I do hope.
minus a member. He got himself assassinated.
Oh, shame. May I ask who this member was?
Dr. Joseph, and he's going to say this with a very sharp look at both of them. Killian Tremaine.
You see your dad kind of give you a cocked eyebrow. The lady doesn't really bat an eye at that.
That sounds like quite a gentleman. Did he know how to dance?
It never came up.
Ah, shame. I do need a partner for tomorrow night. Are you free?
Well, Tremaine is dead, so I don't know what kind of dancing he'd be doing. Oh, but
How about you?
there is this lovely man. His name is Vincent Harmony, and he's been real down, so I think he would be a perfect dancer.
You don't say.
You don't have no prejudice against tiefling, do you?
What are his horns like?
He just turns into Vincent. He doesn't know how to describe them. He doesn't need to.
Hey, Vincent, what are your horns like again, bud?
They're more or less like a crown, but sort of heart shaped, like upside down heart shaped. Like the top is where his forehead is, like where the top curves of a heart would be.
Yeah.
That's where it would start. It sort of tapers down towards the back of his head, pointing downward.
Yeah. You see her kind of like, she kind of does you this thing, like this motion for like you to turn, you know?
Nice.
Sort of like a horn circlet, if you will.
You're starting to robot chaos.
You're roboting a bit, bud.
Yeah.
Yeah, but she's like having you like move and turn.
Yeah, I follow along.
Oh, damn it.
You see her like snap her fingers, and these two like well-dressed humans. At first, like, what are humans here? Then you see just the black scales all over them, like, sorcerers. That makes sense.
Nah.
They come up with this like one comes up with like a deep blue dress, but the other one comes up with just like a midnight black suit. The one will put like the dress up to your neck, like hold still, keep his dimensions so they can see how it looks on him. Then they'll switch to the
Alright,
suit.
I'm here.
Yeah, don't worry, bud.
I don't know why Discord suddenly just glitched on me.
It's all good, man. It's all good. But
How
yeah,
much
like they'll
did you
do, like,
hear?
we heard what you said. Don't worry about it, bud.
Okay, thank God.
But
I
yeah,
was
as
talking
you're,
to the open air for a second there.
as you're still in Vincent's form, they'll do like the blue dress under you, which the blue dress is like a kind of like a Sunday, like the Sunday sundress, you know.
Okay.
They'll put like those big wide brim derby hat, like the hats the women wear the derbies over you. No, try the suit. And I'll do that one just over you to see how you look.
I do think you look well in a dress. How about you, James?
I mean, the suit's more manly, but the dress does match the eyes.
Well, Vincent's a proud man. I don't know if you'd be getting him in a dress, but
Oh, that's a shame. I would love to have a dancing partner in a dress. But it's such the times.
get him a kilt.
No, kilts are too... not my taste, if you understand.
Oh, we all have our tastes.
You watch as though they'll wrap up that blue dress.
If they need something nice to wear to the ball and then want to actually meet me, have them wear this.
Okay.
Alrighty, you've got like a dark maroon, like a dark blue dress for Vincent.
I just, in not meaning to, I will display my newfound power to my dad by just kind of looking at him and sending him a message mentally. I'm doing great. I'm helping Vincent.
You see your dad's eyebrow cock, and you'll hear in your head, because I think you can hear his thoughts too, right?
If I cast detect thoughts.
Oh, okay. Well, never mind then. You see him just kind of look at you for a second,
What's
just
the-
kind of nod.
Hoax looks a little confused now. Like he definitely didn't mean to send him a message. So now he's like,
Yeah.
What the hell happened?
Yeah. But you and the Engelrum and the Bronzeport band, was that what it is, or was it Bronzeport Boys?
Band.
Hmm. Well, I guess you're not really the Bronzeport band anymore if you've lost one.
Oh, we're going to trick this metal man into joining us so that he can pick it back up. The band is more ironic since none of us is bards.
Metal Man.
Yeah, he's a construct.
What kind?
From what I'm told, a kind from Latin, but I have come face to face with this individual, and it looks like he don't have no idea.
You see her just take a sip of her tea. You see your dad give you just this hard stare at the mention of Latin.
He's a clay, you see.
A clay. Ah, yes, Betty's toy. I remember when we talked about it when she first got it all those years ago.
Yeah, Deimos.
It is a shame what happened to her.
Yeah, not a fan.
Deimos. Yes, Deimos. I remember him. I donated the core that is now powering him.
Well, you are very full of surprises, Auntie.
She's just staring at you like, you gonna finish that?
Auntie Dari. Sorry, I had to look at my notes.
Yeah, I know, that's what she was staring at you for to finish it. But back to the matter at hand. I have a job for you all when this is over, if you choose to accept it.
Oh, cool. We need gainful employment.
One of the ships that I hired with your father got attacked at sea. It was carrying cargo from the Wicked Desert. It was ransacked, everything plundered, set on fire, and sent to the bottom of the ocean. The ship that stole from in question is docked here in the ports. The problem is, there's no proof that what it has was stolen. But I would like my cargo back. You see, there is a buyer up in the Elven capital that would greatly appreciate what we have and pay top gold for it.
I will even claim the ship in your name.
Oh, don't. If you can, set it on fire.
Oh, that was the thing that I actually really wanted to do.
I'm not a fan of it. It's a garish design, and its name is so... Ugh. It's called the Widow of the Ocean.
Do I know what that is?
Roll a history to see if you've ever heard of that boat name.
9. I should have given that a better toss. I don't know what I was thinking.
Man, that is just a dumb name. That's some try-hard name. Someone's being an edgelord.
I'm tired of edgelords being on our oceans. Hooks says.
Agreed. If I had my way, I would just sink this ship in the harbor and call it a day. But unfortunately, my sister has decreed that there will be no combat in the ports right now. They want to try to keep it civil for this peace talk they want. And you see just this vicious, evil grin come over her face as she says, peace talk, as she takes another sip of her tea.
Are you not a fan of the peace talk?
No, I think it's asinine. And I know for a fact it won't do nothing. Our brother... Hold on a second, let me get his name so I get it right. Our brother, that blue idiot, isn't even going to come. Are you aware of him?
I've heard of him, and I'm not a fan, but I'm wondering if you're going to tell me different.
No, he's a fool. He got to power by stealing it. You see, he didn't gain his power from slaying the last Ancient Blue. Instead, he snuck off to one of the ancient draconic burial grounds, where we keep the ancient gem dragons buried, and he consumed their crystal souls to make him on par with an ancient. He then led a revolt against the ancient and poisoned it with something that only affects dragons. Dari the Mink. He calls himself the King of Storm, but he's no more than a coward and a fool. And that's his name. That's the Ancient Blues, by the way.
Now, since there seems to be... There seems to be a lot of sides being taken on this one. Which side are you on?
Sides of my business in my swamp.
So
You see,
the tried and true stay the hell off my land and I won't bother you?
exactly. I have no reason to get involved with this little petty squabble. I simply wish to continue my trade and business with your father. I'm thinking about expanding and getting your father at least 5 more ships. I've struck a deal with the Queen of Kathos to start doing trade implements. But because of multiple pirate vessels on the ocean that are attacking any ship that tries to come from Kathos to Draconia, I'm thinking about getting more hired men to go sink the pirates.
That'll be interesting. I know they have a hell of a navy, judging by this book, and he just holds up History of Kathos Navy Battles too.
Oh, they do. Did no one tell you that Kathos sent us the blueprints on how to make their impressive naval ships? This is built off of it, with a few minor tweaks and details that I added myself.
I like what you done with the plates.
Thank you, I've tried. I do like the Kathos. Their boats are so elegant in design. There's nothing sloppy about it. It's perfection in the simplest terms. Nothing like those Ironhide fools and their crusading ships.
I don't much care for Ironhide.
Their church is gaining more power than it needs, and it's starting to sell out and attack other continents. Supposedly, they're going to declare war on Rari.
That'll be interesting.
It will be. But back to the matter at hand, the job. The ledger is small, for what we had was only a few barrels and a few crates worth of supplies, but each item was worth well over 10,000 gold. I'd recommend you get a pen and paper and keep this written down, friend.
Alright, getting my pen and paper to write this down. Black Dragon, cargo list.
Manifest.
Cargo
Manifest. Alright.
1 Knoll sarcophagus.
How can I spell sarcophagus right away but not manifest?
I don't fudging know.
I'm an idiot of the highest caliber.
Your girlfriend would probably agree.
Alright, we've got 1 Knoll sarcophagus.
1 artifact level blade. 10 barrels purified infernal iron.
Infernal iron.
Purified iron.
Yep.
Got it? Just making sure. 10 barrels purifying salt.
Okay.
1 barrel Paladin's Bane. And like the class Paladin.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Oh, I can carry all that on my person. He just kind of shows the portable hole that he's been putting things in and out of.
I do recommend being careful. The sarcophagus is quite heavy, and the Paladin's Bane is very dangerous to those of Paladin persuasion.
Oh, don't worry, Miss Alice can stuff things in her shadow.
You see her kind of like do that nervous wave, like, hi, yes, I can. Fascinating. Other than that, you lot need to get dressed for. You need outfits for tomorrow night. And what you're wearing is so drab. What are you going dressed as? Are you going as yourself, or are you going to take a form like your mother loves to do?
I was gonna go as myself, but don't worry, I got the clothes covered, and I'll snap my fingers and have this very nice, not quite tuxedo, but just a burgundy suit without a tie, with a white shirt underneath.
You see her like kind of walk up to you and kind of like, hold the collar, check it a little bit. Not bad, but it's missing something. You see her snap her fingers again, and one of those humans combines with a cravat. There. Perfect. Now don't lose that. I'd hate to make you have to pay the lost fee.
Alice, can you put the cravat in your shadow?
Yeah.
Here you
And
go.
for you, dear, what should we put you in that doesn't clash with that beautiful skin of yours? Something black would be too dark. Blue is not your color. Green, I think, would be great on you. And you see them get this beautiful, like soft green dress for Alice, and it works. It works. You wouldn't think it would, but it works really well for Alice's skin color. It matches Alice's eyes.
You have immaculate taste, Auntie Dari.
Oh, I try.
Say, I know you was talking about expansion a minute ago, but the weird thing is I was actually thinking about starting my own shipping business. I was going to try to raise the funds by selling various things that we got off of bandits and such, but I was going to go 50-50 with our boss, and there was a dragon that I hired a little while ago named Zolo Toxic Breath that we was just going to leave here to run the place. Kind of a 40-60 split.
Zolo. Ah, yes. I know of the one named Zolo.
He's a peach.
Quite an interesting little child. I believe he is one of my... I forgot if the green dragon is male or female. Let me check. Green
Isn't
dragon.
Zolo a dude?
Female? No, I'm talking about the ancient.
Yeah.
Isn't he a dude?
Yes,
Ancient
the ancient green. He knows Zolo.
Yeah, I'm thinking the ancient green is a dude. That's just my wager.
Ah, yes. They are one of the great, I believe, children or grandchildren of my sister.
I do like him. He's very nice. Little enthusiastic, but he's like 16, so
Yes, they're nothing like their mother, from what I've heard.
Their father must have something to do with that.
Possibly. My sister, the Green, she's rather cold-hearted. It's just to see good men become monstrous individuals.
You seem like you like to give men a challenge, which is going to be very fun for Vincent.
Well, if he does wear that dress, I'll give him a wonderful.
I'll be sure to tell him that. I can't wait.
Oh.
I can practically hear the conversation now. You're going to go on a date with my Auntie Dari. Yo, what? Oaks just kind of goes on this, like, one-man skit kind of rant.
She's just sipping her tea, your dad's just kind of staring at you.
But yeah, I mean, I figured if my dad was going to start a shipping business, I'd start a shipping business, collect the money while I go out, do stuff.
Folks, do you know how much a ship for actual shipping cost?
Yeah, it's ridiculous. That's why I had to go and start planning on stealing a bunch of taking plate mail off of recently deceased individuals and selling them around.
Yes, that is one way to do it.
I'm kind of a ground up kind of guy. I literally found my first bounty on the ground.
Really? I've heard stories of how you became a legend in your town.
Oh yes, a legend, he says, very bitter and sarcastic. I'm more of a legend at the college for getting banned after 2 weeks.
Oh. What'd you do? Sleep with the headmistress?
No, I never slept with nobody before. I just showed up and tried to lie to my parents. That is a... I know I'm not statted in it. Where are you, deception? 16. He's not trying very hard to hide that.
Yeah, Alice rolled a 3 on her deception as well.
Very good,
You
Alice.
see her-
Way to go.
You see her pink go even a deeper pink. You see your dad kind of like sees Alice and sees you, and you see him just give you this hard, like, what stare,
Before
and you just see a smile. You see a smile creep across Dari's face.
Before Miss Alice, I meant. No, I showed up, tried to lie to my parents. I figured if I just attended the classes that I could blend in forever, and then, I don't know, forge a degree, but they found out and they sent a letter to my mom and I got yelled at.
Yes, that makes quite a lot of sense. You two, you seem like the type that would do that. It's humorous to me, though. You and your father are two of a kind.
You know, I hear that a lot, but I don't quite grasp it yet. He says, kinda trying to avoid the obvious conversation.
Well, how about this? How about you boys go for a little walk on the deck and talk? Alice and I think we need to have a little chat between girls.
Folks gets this devilish smile like, oh, that's gonna be great.
Mm-hmm. Now, toodaloo, gentlemen, let us girls have a lovely chat.
Alright, I will get up and leave. It's great to meet you, finally, Aunt Dari.
It's always a pleasure to see one of my nieces and nephews. Do visit again. I'd love to see you at the ball. You'll have to save a number just for me.
I definitely will.
Good. Alrighty. You head out to the deck with your dad. You know, there's a little hustle and bustle around, but you guys can walk and talk.
So how you been?
Apparently better off than you.
Yeah, it's been a journey.
I heard about Tremaine, I'm sorry.
Yeah, do you know what got him? I'm not accusing you, I just need to know if you heard rumors.
Not really. You're the only one I've heard from. Does Al still got that ingot?
Yeah, it's in a shadow.
Okay, we'll get that from her later.
Yeah, the thing looked like this, and I'll just briefly change so you can look and then change back.
That's only a 9 for your dad with all his mods, unfortunately.
Oof.
You see him just kind of like, yeah. Unfortunately, your dad's honestly not that high level.
Oh, I get it.
He's a talker. That's his thing, talking and walking and all that.
A very unsightly creature.
It looks like an elf, but looks like it grew without its ears, or maybe they were cut and cleaned and cured without it. What's up with his teeth?
I don't know. We may have briefly sent a gentleman of the blood cult to a plane that had vampires. Maybe it was a vampire?
Wait. You met a vampire, or you sent someone to a vampire?
We sent somebody to a vampire.
Oh, like the gods. What do you mean? What do you mean blood cult? I've never heard of that.
Hemoglobia.
Like, did you kill all of them?
Yes.
No, you didn't. Remember, one of them got away.
Oh no, one of them did kinda disappeared on us, but we killed 4 of them.
Oh, there might be a target on your backs right there. Somebody who wants revenge.
Well, and then there's whoever Mr. Zagler's pissed off, and then whoever we collectively pissed off that put a bounty on our heads. Then there's me who pissed off the Brotherhood of Evolution.
Okay, time out. There's a bounty on your head?
Oh, yes, there is.
Folks. Okay.
Actually, 2 on mine specifically.
Oh, gods. Okay. I take it I can't talk you into giving this all up and just going home?
Nah, this is awfully fun. How else am I supposed to bond with you if I don't go and experience things that only you and I could understand?
Yeah. Look, what you're stepping into, it's dangerous. Okay? I didn't keep you in the dark because I didn't think you could handle it. I kept you in the dark because I didn't want to lose you.
Well, I don't know. I don't think you quite understand how in the light I am now.
No, Hoax. I know for a fact you are not in the light. You might think you are, but all you got is a candle in a room of darkness. That candle's about flickering dead. What you're stepping into, it ain't no normal adventure where you're going out in the woods and hunting a beast or something. You're dealing with people, real smart people. Ones who can think, ones who can plan, ones who can set traps. Get it? You want answers, you want information, but I want you to be safe. If this gets too much for you, I need you to promise me you will call it quits and just go home.
Oh, I already have contingency plans in mind for me and Miss Alice. Don't you worry.
Yeah, speaking of that, y'all aren't pregnant or nothing, are you?
Boy, I certainly hope not.
You'd be just like me if you got her pregnant. The mother wouldn't let me or you hear the end of it.
Oh, I figured it would be funny if I don't tell her for 3 years and just show up with them.
Your mother will kill you and bring you back.
Yeah, but, I pissed off somebody I don't know, and then I inadvertently had a lie told about me after getting some of my skin carved off by the Governor Scorpus Azil, who I found out was actually a great guy, just a little misguided, and then he told the Brotherhood of Evolution that I killed him somehow.
Wait. Someone took your skin.
Yeah, to kill the Scorpus Azil used it to to cure his brother, who seems to not be quite so ornery.
Okay, I'm not mad. I'm not mad. Just
I didn't quite have a choice. I was a bit beaten to hell and tired.
okay. What I told you. Your blood and your skin is really special.
Yeah,
Like your mom's told you before, you are special in many ways, and that what makes you you is one of them.
I know. I ain't never taken that for granted.
Good. Good.
Look, there is nobody around us, right?
No, not really. You guys are like hanging over the edge of the boat, kind of just like leaning over, taking a whiff of the sea and getting in the views while talking.
Look, Dad, I ain't gonna lie to you. I know what we are.
Jermaine tell you?
Yeah, that's what I'm assuming killed him.
What exactly did he tell you?
He told me that you are the rightful heir of Latin. That makes me the prince, which now makes Alice the princess, which makes Mom the queen, which is a whole hell of a lot to unpack.
Well, that's not entirely true. I'm like, I think second in line. You have an uncle. You have a biological uncle. He would just kill me on sight, and you, if we ever ran into him, basically.
I gathered.
We are of royal blood, but so is your mother. But that's a whole can of worms I don't know how to unpack.
Of the
Nor do I really know the answers.
Is that of that ancient changeling empire that I heard about once?
I don't know. Maybe that's a question for your mother. She doesn't like talking about it with me too much. Kind of the same reason I don't talk to her about this. We understand we both got secrets, and sometimes we got to keep them.
I suppose. I mean, my circumstances are different, so I can't tell you either way.
Hoax, you know I love you, right?
Of course I do. I just...
You know I'll do anything for you to keep you safe.
Yeah,
Right?
I know that. I just have this
You-
damned insatiable lust for curiosity that I cannot quench.
Just do me a favor.
What's that?
Don't make me have to carry you home to your mother. I couldn't look her in the eyes if I had to tell that her baby boy died.
I ain't gonna do it. I'll find some way out of it.
You better. You die under my watch after I've talked to you like this, your mother will kill me.
Well, she's gonna kill both of us if either one of us ends up dead. We might as well just merge groups at this point, because there's no stopping either one of us at this point.
I'm not bringing you any deeper into what I am right now. You've learned a lot, and I want you to stop.
No, and that's perfectly
And I
fine.
still want you to go home. I know you're not going to listen to me, but it's going to weigh on my heart if I don't say it. Stop digging, kid. Sometimes things aren't meant to come to light. Sometimes you're supposed to leave them buried.
I'm done digging, Dad. If I find out, I find out, but I'm done digging. This whole information shit. All the stupid back alleys and assholes and morons and 10 platinum here and 10 platinum there. I'm tired of spending money.
10 platinum, dang, who's your informant?
Inconsu.
Oh, a good one then.
Yeah, and he didn't want to give up anything. He just told me about that damned elemental court exists, but he didn't tell me what they do because I wasn't gonna pay him no more.
You see him like get wide-eyed. Stay away from them. They're not worth the trouble. Trust me.
I don't have any reason to go anywhere near them. Yet.
No, no yet, never.
Well, the problem is, from what I've sort of kind of heard about them, I don't know if I've run into them or not. I'm literally not allowed to talk about one thing I've done. I signed an NDA.
Yeah.
So there's that. That went swimmingly.
Just promise me you'll be safe. Alright?
You know I will, and I'm telling you now, I'm tired of digging for that kind of information. I'm out of it. Miss Alice
Good.
don't like it. She thinks it's gonna put us at odds, and she don't got no parents, and right now, if I had my way, she wouldn't have no brother either.
They seem to give you like a cocked eyebrow at that.
Yeah, don't ever do business with that man again. I know you had that meeting with him because you felt you could trust him. You can't. He's a dirty memory thief. And a liar.
Memory thief? What do you mean?
He stole Alice's memories and implanted new ones, and has... He's the one who introduced me to Inconsu because she's trying to learn about herself because her brother stole any possible way of learning about herself because he's a dirty bastard.
Why haven't you questioned him yet?
Oh, because Dr. Midnight decided to turn his brain into mashed potatoes and carve the word sinner into his chest.
What's John's full name, do you know?
John Light. Son
Oh,
of...
hey.
Son of, I believe, Marcus Light.
Go ahead and roll an insight if you want, buddy.
Do I have any advantages or just...
Straight.
use this? 14.
Yeah, your dad just kind of looks. Your dad just kind of like looks at you, just rubs his chin. A light name sounds familiar, but I can't put my finger on it.
A scientist. From Latin.
I never really touched the science and the tech stuff. That was never my thing. I was a soldier most of the time.
Started talking about old Hin and his weird proclivity for swapping souls.
Yeah, the soul swap thing. I know about it.
Yeah, they was fucking with it. And then at some point, some dickhead in the sciences, I don't know from what country, was doing some untoward things to Miss Alice as a child, and John burnt down a children's hospital to save her.
He burnt down a hospital. Do you know the name of the hospital?
Jeez, my notes kind of... No, did not say.
Alright.
I'm not sure if I'm supposed to be saying that, so don't let her know that you know that, of course. But
I won't.
you're the only person I can trust that might have any information on that.
Can't say I've heard of it, honestly.
And then this Glint McSlayton, that bastard I've been following around for a while, he's been hired by some unknown group who's trying to cause a second cataclysm. There's
What?
that.
Another cataclysm, are you sure?
Something along them lines. Part of some butt-goof cult.
Do you know the name of this cult?
No, and Konsu did not have that information. Something too powerful, something.
Hmm. Where's a cult? Then why do they send orcs towards us?
Probably some idiotic false flag.
Maybe just to stir up problems.
Stir up problems, kidnap somebody in the secret. I don't know. What else these governments and cults and idiots are doing.
I don't know. You sure you won't go home? Sure you won't just call it all off?
I'm under contract, Dad. You know I can.
I mean, is the contract soul binding?
It is to me. I rather like Mr. Zagler. And in fact, and as much as this might break your heart, I'm a lot like you, Dad. I'm just like you. I love business. I want to keep doing business. I like the it is what it is aspect of business. It makes sense.
Yeah. I can't blame you for that. I really can't.
Zagler may come across as cold-hearted, but all of his calculations always come up perfect. Everything he does, it makes sense, and it's giving me insight into you. Everything you've done makes sense. I want everything to make sense. I like business.
Alrighty. I'll warn you though. Some days it won't. Some days it will make no sense at all.
It already hasn't, but in itself that makes sense.
You are my son after all.
I don't know where we inherited this damn business gene, but it's gonna be the death of us.
I blame you, Grandpa.
What, is he the type that's going to have a stroke at his desk and die there too? Is that where we got this from?
Oh, he had a heart attack at his desk. He was calculating the kingdom's tax returns or something, if I remember. Tax something or another.
That's awesome.
Just be safe, okay?
I already told you I will be, don't you worry. Look, Mom's a scary woman, but she can't reach us out here. We're on a boat.
Your mother can do many things, folks. Many things.
Wait a minute, she might be on the boat right now.
I just imagine like it's the anime thing, like you see in the background somebody's eyes like twinkle, doing like that killer twinkle. You
Yes.
guys both look. There's
Killer
nothing there.
twinkle in the shadows.
A black dragon has been staring at the two of us way too hard this entire time.
My men are idiots. But yeah,
Yeah,
my dad will turn to you.
we don't know what Mom could be. She could literally be anybody.
Alright. Promise me this though. You understand? No wedding until your mom is here.
Of course.
Alright, I'm gonna send a letter to have her brought here. If you plan to do the wedding, let me know and I'll get the letter sent so we got time for her to get here.
Well, if Aunt Dara ever releases Alice, we can ask her when she wants to do that. I'm leaving that up to her.
Fair enough.
I jumped the gun on that whole engagement thing because I was worried that you were going to try to exclude her from this meeting, and then Aunt Dara did that for us.
And I may have asked her to do that.
Oh! And I'm a lawyer now.
Son, I had respect for you. Don't make me lose it.
Well, I've managed to talk old Crow down from life in prison and several hundreds of millions of platinum in damage for summoning an illegal mountain in a fight pit, all the way down to 3 days, no fine, and time served. So he's getting out in about, 12-ish hours.
Well, at least you're not a tax collector.
Oh. Well, technically I am. You did send me to collect that bar of platinum. I don't know what that's for.
There's nothing you need to worry about right now.
Well, I ain't worrying about it. I'm just saying, now I could be a filthy tax collector. That would break my heart. I've never paid taxes.
You're not a tax collector, don't worry.
I'm never paying my taxes. I won't hear of it.
Well, if you ever go to Direlow's territory, you'll pay your taxes. Anywhere else, you're more than welcome not to.
Yeah, no, I don't think there's much of a choice but to, pay taxes to Aunt Daria.
Yeah, you pay Aunt Daria what you owe her. She will, I'll put it this way, there'll be a new log in the bog.
Sure thing.
And about that time, you see Alice and Dari come walking up to you guys.
Everything go okay?
You'll see Alice kind of perk up. Oh yeah, everything was fine.
Folks just kind of laughs under his breath. I'm sure it was.
So, dearie, you see Dari look to you. Have you all decided on the location for the wedding?
I aggressively motioned to Alice.
You kind of see Alice like, we haven't thought about that yet. Oh, then I suggest you come do it near my swamps. We have a lovely overview of a botanical garden outside the swamp that you would love to use as your backdrop.
Say, how far is the swamp from Bronzeport?
Oh, not too far. Just up and down the river.
Day or two?
No less than that.
Maybe we end up living in the swamp.
Oh, I would like that greatly.
Gotta build a cabin somewhere.
Oh, you won't need to build on the swamp. There's already plenty of housing.
I meant that more of just kind of I need to settle down somewhere kind of term.
Yeah, she nods. Oh, don't worry, dear. You could set your roots up and grow deeper than any weed that's ever existed.
Oh, I'm sure I've spread my roots quite far already.
Oh, oops. See Alice blush at that.
I don't know what happened in that hut. Anything's possible. Damn thing was made of shadows.
Thank you for the hospitality, but we really need to get going, though.
Aw, damn. I will see you at the ball, Auntie Daria.
Indeed you will. I do recommend, though, stay out of trouble when you're at the ball, and do watch out for Blue's spies. He does like to watch of all his little toys.
Will do. I'm going to rush as fast as I can to find Mr. Vincent. I cannot wait to tell him the grand news. Should I tell him who you are, or should I let that be a fun little surprise?
Let that be a surprise. Just let him know that your aunt would like to dance with him.
Oh boy.
But only if he's wearing a dress.
Oh boy, I cannot wait.
I'm gonna say, for the sake of brevity, you just bust into Vincent's room where he's trying to learn.
Vincent!
Hoax?
Vince-
Any particular reason for the rush?
Yeah, I normally knock. No, there's no time. I need you to do something because I have fixed all of your problems.
Oh, really? you could very much hear the skepticism as he says this, like as he leans his head on his fist. And how, pray tell, do you plan to fix my woes this time?
I have got you a date with my Aunt Dari.
Excuse me?
The only catch, because they are more of a traditionalist, is you'll have to put this very nice gown on, but you have a scheduled dance, and they are very interested because I was able to turn into you and show them what you look like.
You know, I should say something about you using my form without my consent to show me off like I'm a piece of meat.
Wasn't my proudest moment. I did it out of love.
Do they have any particular... Am I gonna have to worry about hearing hellspawn on their tongue?
No, they have no biases unless you are blue.
Looks down at his mauve skin.
At your what skin?
It's a shade of purple.
No.
Mm.
The purple don't count, Vincent.
Sorry.
Go on.
They're just right up your alley. Very strong, very secretive, very interesting, very fun. My aunt is a delight.
Well,
What race are they?
Human.
Insight. Like, that seemed a little too quick.
I will allow it. Let me pull up my sheet, though, because I have it buried under
Damn it,
1,000
Obsidian!
lines.
Why?
This is going to be a incredible battle of who failed the hardest. Chaos, would you like to reveal your shitty number?
Let's see. I have a decent plus to it. That's the thing. So it might just be my saving grace. No, it's crooked. Hold on.
That would be mean and say you auto fail this because I kind of want to see it.
Let's see.
It would be pretty hard to auto-fail
if the
this
stars-
one.
If the star's on the bottom, is it a 9 or a 6?
Bottom is a 9.
If it's on the 9,
Okay.
is it on the hook or the belly?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's on the hook.
Oh,
9.
then it's
Nine.
a 9.
Yeah, you already beat me just with that alone.
Actually, what do you got there?
A 7.
Hoax? I mean, Chaos, what do you got altogether?
15. I have a plus 6 to insight.
Damn it, Alice doesn't have a high enough Bardic Inspiration yet. I was gonna have her Bardic Inspiration add to your die roll because I wanted to make this funny.
I don't want to burn my inspiration for this either, so because this is silly.
Yeah.
How about this? I only get the vague idea he's lying about the race, but nothing else.
No, I got an idea. Because you didn't say the age. You think, yeah, it's human, but it's probably an old bag of a human.
Well, okay, human's the wrong term. Half human.
At the same time, also keep in mind, Vincent's caretaker was human, but, big. So,
Yeah.
he does have some understanding about how old humans can get, but he also has to keep in mind just who his caretaker was, and he's got a bit of a skewed idea of how strong humans can be at that age. So he's like,
I
okay.
did not say her age. I just said she was a traditionalist.
Yeah, I know. I'm saying with that he gets the sense of like you're hiding the age, so he's probably like might be a pretty old human.
I don't have to be careful with her, do I?
Absolutely not. In fact, that would be the worst decision of your life. Actually, if you think your heart broken now, you'll quite literally have a broken heart. If you insult her in this way.
Hey guys, what you guys talking about?
Vincent will just purse his lips shut as he just looks contemplatively at that. Then looks at the suit in your hands, Hoax.
It's not a
Can I
suit,
take
it's a dress.
I am not wearing a dress. I am many things, but I'm not wearing that.
It's not like that. It's just for a dance, and then you can decide after. Let Dr. Hoax fix your woes. I
am not wearing a dress, Hoax.
I paid $15,000 for this.
You'll see
And
Alice.
so-
You'll see Alice pipe up. She's also rich. She could probably help pay off your debt.
Yes, my aunt is fabulously wealthy. Untold fortune could crash the GDP of a small nation rich. Actually, a medium nation rich.
Probably a large nation, honestly.
He doesn't know that.
Yeah, you don't know their stuff yet.
Look, Hoax. I appreciate you trying to help me, but
I will sweeten.
I met Zag, a projection of Zagler before I came here.
I will sweeten this deal for you. You
Go on.
You put on that dress. You have at least one dance in which you can conversate with my aunt to find out if I have not met all of your expectations, and if I have failed you in any way. I solemnly swear that you can kick me as hard as you can in the nuts at this ball. And I will not cheat.
I'd meet her beforehand.
Okay, you meet her beforehand. Let's go.
Then I'll
no.
decide whether or not I wear the dress.
No, Hoax. She wants to meet him at the ball,
How about this?
like a Cinderella story type thing.
We exclude the meeting, and I let you punch me in the face right now. To get the possibility of pent-up embarrassment out of your system, I will let you hit me as hard as you can right now, and this is in addition to allowing you to kick me, Hoax Maddox Bradshaw, in the nuts in front of hundreds of very affluent people.
Hoax, you can visibly see if there's some like conflict going on in Vincent's face, but it's not obvious that he's like thinking about this at the moment, that he's like dredging up something else.
It will get your mind off of everything else. Just humor me.
Almost audibly gritting his teeth. Why does it have to be a fucking dress?
I don't know. It was not explained to us properly. It's some sort of odd tradition from where they come from. Well, here, it's some odd tradition here that they have gotten in their head must be done. It is to look as beautiful as possible, two dresses gliding across a ballroom floor. I do not understand it myself. I am just here to help a friend.
It really looks that feminine to people?
No, it had nothing to do with that. In fact, me and my father had argued very hard on your behalf. But I think, given who they are and their stature, they want to see you humble yourself before them so that they can, as they said, give you oh so much more if you go through with this.
They also had a letter for you if you had any hesitances about it. And Alice will hand you a letter with like a very royal seal on it.
Oh, jeez.
You want to?
History.
Yeah, go right ahead.
Alright, that one is. Come on, mouse, wake up. That one is plus 18.
It's a very official royal seal. Probably like a high diplomat. Maybe something higher, you're not sure?
Oh, this is much. I've got a feeling about this. Calmly breaks open the seal and opens up the letter.
It reads, "Dear one." Hold on, I gotta see how she wants to exactly pronounce your name. Did you ever give your middle name? I gotta remember that.
Vincent doesn't have a middle name.
Okay, that's what I thought.
And I never gave her a middle name anyway.
Dear Mr. Vincent Harmony, it would bequeath you to know that I've been made aware of your 80,000 gold debt, and I would be more than happy to help with such a charitable event of gaining you your freedom from the oppressive thumb of your debt collector, interest if needed. All I ask for in return is a wonderful night of at least one dance and that lovely dark blue dress I have for you.
As you can
No signature at the bottom. Not even a
Nope.
letter.
Do you read Draconic?
Languages.
I don't think you do.
No, only Celestial and Infernal.
There's something written in Draconic.
As you can see, my Auntie Dari is a very persuasive woman and an elegant one at that.
Hoax, what is this last bit at the bottom? I don't read Draconic.
I was told specifically not to tell you, but that's part of the surprise. I cannot wait. Now, I shall remove my hat so that you may strike me so that we can get through with this. I am very committed.
Clench your teeth. There might be a bit of a cold.
No need. I'll just get rid of them.
No, as Vincent's fist just slams into your cheek, Hoax, you feel a brief snap of cold on his knuckles as a little bit of ice is just seen digging into your cheek.
Ah, damn it! Icy hot.
Little something I wanted to try out. Ice knuckles. You like?
I love. Now put the damn dress on and dance with my ass.
Hoax, get out. Alice, I'll need help with this.
Yeah.
Dazzle, you too.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
No, you out.
Oh, okay.
It's not that I don't trust you, Dazzle, it's just I'm afraid if you try anything, it might catch. And while I'm resistant to fire, I'm not exactly keen on self-immolation.
You are also not resistant to the hellish amount of death that my aunt will levy upon you.
I mean, I was just gonna give you some like social advice.
And no offense, friend, you're from the aren't you from the Feywild as well?
Technically, it's more of a demi-plane between the Feywild and the Fire.
No, it's in the Feywild.
Yeah, it's in the Feywild. Sorry.
I'm gonna tell you this. Vincent is very elegant and does not need help with the social aspect. I am going to go get one beer.
Get two, Hoax. You're gonna need it.
Fine, one for my face and one for my mouth.
Yeah. What I was about to say is that there's a word in Sylvan that translates to the alpha flower, or the alpha flower among the garden. It's called the Gilflower bloom.
Interesting.
Anyways, you guys are exited from the room as Alice kind of like shoos you out, like choop, 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 Girls time.
Okay,
Girls time.
okay.
Shoo. Kind of like broom.
Put it like
Taking a
that,
broom and
Alice.
brushing you out.
Did you really have to word it like that? His door closes.
Yes. And she'll boop you on the face with the broom. I was informed, and you watch her take out these full makeup kits. I'm informed that tomorrow when we get you ready for this ball, you are to look as beautiful as possible. And you already agreed to it.
Wait, now hold on.
Nope, you already agreed to it.
I did not agree to
You
makeup.
agreed to it.
I did not agree to this. No damn makeup. Wait, get that away from me. At
Don't make
least
me use
get some,
magic. Don't make me use magic.
at least pick a shade that complements my skin at least.
Hold person.
Damn it.
Okay, so there's three shades. There's three shades. She wanted to go with this this crimson red right here, but I think that'll clash with the dress. So I'm thinking we should go with the midnight gray or the avocado green. I think the avocado green would go good with your eyes.
At least make it a couple shades lighter. My eyes are more emerald than avocado.
Oh, good point. Let's stay with the gray. No, she's not doing the makeup on your face just yet because we saw the drinking thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she's like showed you what you're gonna be putting on and what she's gonna do. Okay, this is what you're gonna look like, and she's got like a doll, like a mannequin set up. This is how you're gonna look.
Maybe eased up a little bit on the face area. I feel like you're trying to make me seem too feminine there.
Nope, I was told to make you look extra beautiful.
Damn virtue names. People think, oh, they're girly.
Oh no, she knows you're a guy. I explained to her in detail who and what you are.
No, I'm aware of that. It's just some people think, oh, they hear a tiefling with a virtue name. Oh, they think they're girly, even if they're clearly a guy. Like, sometimes. The ignorance of some is staggering sometimes.
Oh, don't you worry. You'll be the prettiest girl at the ball.
Possible.
Bitch, I'm adorable.
Alrighty. That passes by, and it's starting to get to time for the drinking competition. Mayor, I need to ask just real quick, are you still sitting out?
Yeah.
Okay. Everybody else, go ahead and get yourselves in and get ready. Because this will be the last thing we do for the night before we call it.
Damn.
Alright.
We're gonna be ending early.
Well, no Crow, so there's no point in starting the ball, because I want Crow to be there. Or I want to start a complete session at the ball, because the ball is going to be a huge thing.
Oh yeah, and I just know Hunter's gonna get a laugh out of this.
Yeah, I tried. I gave you as much information as I had. I did not know it was going down that road.
Oh
I
no,
stayed muted this whole time because I would have been laughing.
there's something you don't know that's going to happen, Mayor, and I have something perfect.
My
Oh,
balls.
dear Lord.
Rory.
I'm gonna get.
And
Alright.
I have guessed it.
I'm gonna get kicked in the balls so hard that my eyes become my testicles.
You just punch. You're not getting kicked.
No,
No, both.
Yeah,
He agreed to both.
I agreed to both.
Yeah.
If this does not live up to his expectations, then I have failed him.
Oh, that's cute. You think I'm gonna let Chaos say it failed? Anyways, you guys are brought to this giant, and I mean giant, just like patio of wood with at least 6, like, think those giant dwarven kegs, like, that are bigger than a person. And they're just tapping them and getting set up, and they're like, contestants, come on. They're getting the things set up. You see each person sit down, get their seat, as there's steins in front of them with, like, little bits of ice fruit on the table to keep it cool for them. And you hear someone with, like, a megaphone kind of barking, like, all right, folks, how you doing? And they're going to explain the rules, basically. No magic. You have to finish your drink for it to count. If it gets down to the last ones and somebody finishes a drink but they pass out or they fail before they finish it, and the other person hasn't finished their drink or hasn't taken a drink, they don't win until they drink.
Alright.
You have to finish the round to be considered a winner. So it doesn't matter if someone else finishes the round and then passes, they would still be considered a winner before you. So, let's go first round. You lot all need to make me Constitution saving throws.
That is a 19.
19, alrighty.
Let's see. 24.
Alrighty.
Not 20. Why now?
Alrighty.
I did not want that this early.
Alrighty, next round. You see a few people actually drop out. There's still a good number of people just all around you. Go ahead and make me another Constitution saving throw, please.
Oh,
That's an 18.
Dirty
Alrighty.
20.
Alrighty.
12.
And Gelrum, these 88-ounce steins are just a little too big for you. And you're getting over your head, but you accidentally just and give yourself a bath of beer.
Ugh.
And this is strong stuff, too. This is the strong stuff.
Grandpa's
Alrighty.
moonshine.
Next round.
Am I still in this then?
No, you're out. You are out.
Okay, good.
You're kind of like dragged off as you're now kind of tipsy. Maybe even too heavily intoxicated. It's up to you.
Where anyone?
Okay.
That is 16.
Okay. You just barely meet it, sheep. You just barely on that one. You get it down. It's just like, oh god, oh come up. Oh, I'm fine. I'm fine. Ooh, that was just,
Like,
that's just a lot of fluid in one go, you know.
yeah. Also, I was kind of picturing that, like, because of the high alcohol content, like, it actually kind of combusts, and it causes like a really painful burp.
Hey, I'll let that. At this point, you see a lot of people are falling out, and you see them start moving the tables closer together. You see now there are probably a good 10 people now. There's you two more dwarves, 2 humans with scales, 2 dragonborn, then 2 very familiar individuals. You see Eli, and you see Mr. Whiskers. Alrighty, we ready for the next round?
Yep.
Alrighty, boys and girls. Shit. You ready for your next? Go ahead.
Yep.
Dirty 20.
Another 18.
Dirty 20 and 18. Dazzle Booper. You're drinking, you get a little high, and that alcohol comes out just a little bit, catches on some of the fire on your body, and next thing you know, you watch as your whole stein just, and it shoots the stein off like a rocket away from you. And unfortunately, you failed.
I would have been in the crowd. I see everybody there, right?
Yeah, you see everybody.
Yeah, I'm just going to shout, "Fuck you, Whiskers!"
You see him put his middle finger up. He's just down in another keg, just go, or another like 44 or 88 ounces, middle finger in the air. Alrighty, we have our top 5, meaning those of you will be getting a ticket. But now it's going on just to see who's the winner. We have Vincent, Whiskers, Eli, a dwarf, and a dragonborn. This might be the last round. This might not. Let's see what's going. Alrighty. Roll me again, boys.
25.
Ooh. 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 The Dragonborn and the Dwarf they're gone. They drank too much. You are now put in just like this triangular circle. There is you, Eli, and Whiskers. You see Whiskers just looking over. Oh, it's you. Don't take your eyes off the kitty cat.
Bite me, Whiskers. This time I'm
Oh.
drinking your ass onto the table.
I love to see you try. All right, another round. This time, it's not the same stuff. Now they're pulling out just the straight shine. This is grain
Paint
alcohol.
thinner.
Yeah, basically, you're getting paint thinner. It's no longer those 88 steins. It's now like the small mason jars, but the stuff is strong enough to strip paint.
Mmm.
Ooh, that's a good one with your modifier.
Not 20.
That's a damn fine one. All right, all three of you are still in this. You're all made the DC.
Disgusting, despicable, diabolical.
Another round. We need another round. Woo.
Yes.
Nice.
Okay, not a nat 20, but still good. 24.
You just beat the DC. You just meet it. But all three of you are still sticking.
You.
All right. Next one. Really good. Really good.
25 again.
25.
Yep. 19 on a die plus 6.
I'm so sorry. You get it up and you put it to your lips. The world starts going blurry as you crash into the table. You crash into Eli, knocking both you and his drink over as you watch his whiskers drop his drink down. Looks like I win.
Did he? But Vincent still got the ticket, right?
Oh yeah, you all get a ticket. Those last 5 that were there, they all win a ticket, but Whiskers wins the grand prize. Just something very nice.
That doesn't matter. We still did it, baby. All 6.
Yay.
I don't care. I'm bronze medal. I still made a top 3.
Yeah, you did. You beat some dwarves. Good on you, buddy boy. But you all see as Whiskers is gifted this, it's like this wooden tanker goblet. Probably a 32-ounce one. It is made of like this lovely black wood with gold and silver trim and polish on it. You see him just spin it a couple times and then put it in his pocket.
Shove it up your ass, Whiskers. You suck.
Fuck you changeling bitch.
Whole town's after your ass, boy. You ain't gonna get anywhere.
Fucking try it. I'll take their fingers too.
Eli, you alright?
You fucking asshole. I was about to win this damn thing till you fall into me, you fucking asshole.
Hey, in my defense, that moonshine hit a hell of a lot harder than I thought.
You fucking lightweights.
Hey, I outdrank a dwarf. Screw you, you dead man bastard. Oh, how the hell are there 3 of you right now?
So I probably would have stood more of a chance if I would have stood more of
All
a
the finger.
chance when
All the finger dazzle. How many are there?
15?
We got a cleric over here. They're gone.
The thing is, like, if the drinks weren't as flammable, I would have stayed in the contest.
You watch as some of the clerics to the hollow kind of come up like, yeah, show you what, buddy. Come on, let's get you a glass of water and let's get you some rest. You can sleep the hangover off.
Okay.
Crap,
I
I
need you to
hate it.
balance on all your left feet.
The space behind my horns is starting to throb again. Fuck, I hate when I drink this much.
Is Auntie Daria here? Or Auntie Dari here?
Not that you can see.
Ah, beans.
You do see her son of the swamp, or child of the swamp, I mean.
Hey, Aunt Daria's gonna be impressed with that boy.
You see him kind of lick his lips a little bit. Oh, he'll be a lovely addition.
Oh, I think so too. I really outdone myself.
It'll be fun to dance with him tomorrow.
Ear twitch.
Yeah. Visible confusion.
Vincent! Don't forget your problem.
Oh.
As Ron White once said, everybody here is gonna have a case of the Shuba.
Y'all are gonna be puking and shitting your guts out tomorrow. You just poisoned yourselves beyond recognition. Anyways, that's the session, folks. Hope y'all enjoyed.
I
did it! I outdrank a dwarf!
Good job, buddy.
Also, I hope you guys caught on to the bit I did. That Sylvan word.
I refuse. I refuse. I know what you're doing. I refuse.
I did about as good as I could.
This is the one time that indecent proposal really works as a title.
I mean, it's up to you, buddy. I think some of you are figuring out what's actually going to happen next session. I don't know if you all figured it out yet, but
I think I got it.
I
you got it.
don't like the insinuations, I'm being honest. I think... I don't like.
Let me get the credits up.
The hair is on the... Well, the hair on the back of my neck is up, and my hackles are equally up. I am...
Don't worry, the ant
You'll be
will
alright.
the ant will be gentle with her new play toy.
What do we want to name?
No, you see, what's gonna happen is that the Brotherhood of Evolution is gonna raid the castle, gonna storm the castle during the dance.
They don't have to. They'll probably be there.
Oh, hell no. Last... No. I'm getting some... What are you doing in my swamp? Vibes from this chick, and I do...
Vincent, you're gonna
Any-
be fine. She's gonna cast grease first. You'll be fine.
Anyway,
Oh, hell no.
anyway, what do we want to name this thing?
Oh,
What do
Lord.
we want to name this episode?
Marriage proposal.
Lady in wait.
Victim.
No, that's a little bit.
You're a
much.
victim.
I know what I want next session's title to be.
Well, that doesn't help anybody.
Good boy.
Oh, hell no. Oh, hell no.
Messing with-
see, wait.
why am I?
Next
Ooh.
set. No, I can't say that. That's way
This is-
inappropriate. Never mind.
This is gonna be kind of odd, but ring around the boozy.
I think that would, the booze.
Is that too
thing,
long?
it would
Bruising for a
be-
boozing?
I don't want to include an alcohol reference just because I feel like that would be
Yeah.
too on the nose because everybody knew that we would be doing an alcohol
Yeah,
episode.
and I got a feeling people were expecting the alcohol thing to be bigger than what we had it done. The alcohol thing wasn't planned to be that big of a thing.
No, it was just supposed to be a
If-
short content.
You could just call it
Yeah.
like Vows.
If Crow was here, we'd still be going. We'd be going actually starting the morning of, like, just before the ball starts and stuff. But because he's not, I don't want to.
Yeah, I actually,
Yeah.
For a boost.
I actually like that from Mark Vows.
Yeah, Vows.
Vows uttered.
Vows of the swamp.
Vows made.
Yeah,
Vows of the
made.
leech.
There you go.
Vows
love-
made.
I love how Trucker's posting that. I
Or-
don't know what anime that is, but her
Vows-
snapping a whip at a dude.
Vows of the Dark.
Oh.
Vows in the dark. I like that. Yeah.
The Queen's Vow.
Yeah, Queen of the Lost Swamp.
I can hear that gif.
I don't know.
What anime is that, Trucker?
I'll tell you later.
But Mark,
I am hearing the snap, and that is scaring me.
but yeah, Mark, Vows Are you keeping it at that, or did you like any of the additions?
No, I just said vows.
Yeah, I think Vows is probably perfect. There was a lot of that being done.
Yeah, I think the simplicity of this one is perfect.
This was a very simple, very short episode with a very short and simple title, which is great because every group does something like this. This was like our beach episode.
Oh no, we'll have a beach episode.
And it also doesn't help. Like every major character, plot-wise, made some form of agreement with one of the characters or another. So it does make sense that that Vows would tie in as well.
Yeah, because we have someone who made an offering, someone who got engaged, someone who agreed to a job, someone who's trying to learn a language.
And then everybody else vowed to do this drinking competition, so...
And somebody got sold to someone else's aunt.
Hey,
Not gonna say who.
to be fair, okay, Chaos. What? Above game, it's just you and me, man to man here. You know I picked the right lady for you.
Oh, come on. Oh,
That's
come
why
on.
I'm scared. It's like,
This, I literally
okay.
picked all of the things that you like.
No, the perfect lady for Chaos is actually Hemoglobia.
Also,
Fuck, don't even put that image in my head, bro.
Also,
you're
when
gonna love her.
you first described this lady, I was thinking that one character in Pokemon Legends Arceus who gets like introduced during the final act, who looks very much like Cynthia, but this is more like a grandma version.
I was picturing like. I
Wait,
was
you
picturing
mean-
Morticia Adams without the pointed face.
Kinda. I think just more, yeah, no, honestly, yeah, a lot like that. But think more,
Or like, oh, what's her name? That's gonna hold on. Let me
less gothic. Less gothic is the only way I can say it. Because it's
Winona
not.
Ryder.
No, maybe. Very like she has the elegance. She very much has the elegance and stature of royalty, but she does give off a very commanding, very powerful presence.
The lady who played Bellatrix in Harry Potter.
Kinda, yeah, kinda.
I mean,
Just better looking.
Wait,
Helena Bonham Carter?
Yeah,
Give
kinda.
me
Just
a code sheet.
age was nicer to her, I guess, is the best way I can say it.
Are you kidding?
Oh, okay.
But anyways, let's go ahead and do outros real quick. Chaos, tell us who you are and where they can find you.
I'm Chaos Warlord. You can find me on Discord. You can find me on PlayStation. You can find me just hanging around, just trying to have fun with my games.
Alrighty, Defective Sheep.
Hi, I'm Defective Sheep. I'm an aspiring artist. You can follow me on at defective_sh33p. I currently have 45. I currently have 43 followers. Granted, 30 of them are scam account, but please follow me and commission me. I'm also on Blue Sky at Defective Sheep at Blue Sky. I'm also on Defective Sheep at TikTok. Please.
Alrighty, Marky Mark.
Hey, it's Mark. You'll find me here. Hopefully leading Gellerm on the right path, but we'll see.
Alrighty, Mayor.
Sorry, you typing somehow distracted me, and now I've become stupid. I am the mayor of Spicy Town. You can find me being basically as inattentive as humanly possible on YouTube. Older and less crazy, yeah. You can find me on YouTube. I've been streaming every Saturday. I don't know how long I'm going to continue doing that. I'm having fun, sorta. It's going. You can find me on TikTok. You can find me on Twitter if you really want, and you can follow all of our social medias at True Realms on Twitter and Blue Sky. I don't know how to use Blue Sky, so probably not your best use of your time. We are sponsored by Martin Mancini. You can find him in our link down below. And I hope you've been enjoying. This was a good low effort session, which is great because we're all fucking exhausted.
Yep. Trucker.
I am Space Trucker. You can find me here playing with these guys. And on the Clock app, TikTok now. Excuse me while I pass out.
Yeah, I think I'm about to do the same here. Thank you for watching. Adios. Have a great night or morning because we upload this in the morning. So have a great morning.
Take care,
Laters.
everybody.